Hello, everyone, and welcome whoever's there already in chat. Well, I see Shark Scrapper is the first tonight. Shark Scrapper, well done. First man in. Let me check to make sure it is working over on the YouTube side. Seems to be working, I think. Let me double check it. Yeah, it's working over on YouTube. So we're live on YouTube. So how is everyone keeping? Hope everyone is good. Sorry, I'm just checking something else here. I always leave everything to the last minute, and then I'm so unprofessional. But then again, I never claim to be a professional. Let me go in here and I'll see who's coming in a second. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing you. I'm just checking something here, because, of course, the way I do things, I leave everything to the last minute. Okay, everything seems to be okie dokie there at the moment. So we can go back, and okay, everything is working. So let's see who has come in there. I know Shark was the first guy in. So Shark was followed in by Daniel. Welcome in, Daniel. Ralph Morrick and Shark again talking. So guys, how is everyone keeping? Hope everyone is good. Again, at this moment, we still have the crisis out in Ukraine with the war and stuff like that. So I'm not going to mention too much again about that. Just again, we do know what's happening, and hopefully it'll soon be resolved. Bobby, welcome in. Good to see you, Bobby. Great to see you. So what am I working on tonight, guys? Well, I have hard drives. Yes. Oh, look at that. I see through hard drive. But we have hard drives. So while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to be scrapping out some of these hard drives, because these are some of the hard drives I got from that e-waste pickup. So I might as well, they're already taken up. Now to get the right screwdriver, probably which see, I won't have the right one with me. Told you I was very unprofessional tonight. Hey, I have the right one. No, I don't. That one is spinning. No, everyone but the right one. No, too small. Over here. Yes, the right one. So sucks for you. What's up with Ralph? Second, is it? First commercial Ford blue Vantage used cars. There you go. I was here all along, Scrapper. I just didn't comment. That's what you get, Ralph, for not commenting. I seen you were up on Raphael's chat last night. I was there, but I wasn't. I was too busy to actually partake. Again, I'm trying to get through as much of this scrap. So I was out in my shed. I was watching it on my phone, some of it, and then when I got in from the shed, I watched a movie. Don't tell Raphael that I watched a movie, because I know he'd want to know what movie it is and all about it, and he'd be trying to, because he wants to keep up with his movies. But yeah, I seen you there, and I seen you had a lot of money in your hand from your scrap. So what did you end up getting in the end, Ralph? Have you it all scrapped out now? Everything gone back to the scrapyard? So a nice invisible board. Well, partly you can see the IC chips and the stuff like that on them. We have our gold fingers on this side, but some nice stuff there. I didn't get to see Shark's video yet either, because again it was a very busy weekend for me, and again I work Saturday, so when I get home in the evening I don't. Hey, Poos mate, good to see you. I didn't get a chance to see it yet, so tomorrow hopefully, Shark, I'll be in the shed doing more work, so I'll put your video on when I'm doing that. I think tomorrow's actually promised fairly okay weather here, so I might get some outside stuff done as well. Again, I've got another video done that I've uploaded, which will be for the 5th of May, I think. The 5th of May and the 19th of May videos up now, uploaded. So I'm well ahead, and if I get another video done tomorrow, that should get me nearly to June. Who's this? Scrapper Dave. Hi, Scrapping Irish and Shark. I was lurking in Raphael's live stream yesterday too. scrapping. Yeah, so sometimes I just lurk in live streams and I don't really comment because I just need to get work done. Simple as when I'm working during the week. I've only got the weekends to get stuff done. So I have my Saturday evening to get some stuff done, and then I'll have my Sunday. And again, today was a very wet Sunday, so I didn't get too much done. I got a video done, and that was about it. Pooh's mate is just saying hi to everyone. So good to see you, Pooh's mate. What was this hard drive? It was a 1,000 gigabyte. They couldn't just write 1 terabyte on it. They had to write 1,000 gigabyte. So again, all the hard drives I get, I have to dispose of them. It's part of the deal. That and again, I don't like using old hard drives that because even for my own backing up stuff, because there's a reason that people have dumped them. It's not because they were good. It's because they were faulty of some way. So just pulling this off to get the old hidden screw. Everyday Scholars, good to see you. Hi, Scrap and Irish, Pooh's mate, blah, 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 blah. Just saying hi to everyone. So what do you do with all your hard drives, guys? Do you have to, what do you do with the, more the question, what do you do with the platters? Do you just sell them as crafts? Do you use them for crafts? Do you looking around for something to pry this open? And of course I won't have a flathead screwdriver, will I? Nope, but it might work. There we go. Oh, I hear a beep in the old basement. I'll be with you in a second, whoever's down there. I'm just checking something. Okay, let's see who's in there in the basement. Oh, it's the one, the only Shark Scrapper with a groovy T-shirt on him.
Oh yeah, it's another shark T-shirt.
Yeah.
Here, wait a minute.
Hold on now. We'll have to make it bigger so everyone can see your shark T-shirt. Look at that, guys.
Mrs. Shark, she finds the best stuff for me.
So, how are things with you, sir?
Good. Good. I was getting all my. Today is one of those days that most people just absolutely hate, getting everything ready for their taxes to take. But in my case, it's I have to get it all together to take to my CPA, and then wait for him. That's an accountant.
Yeah.
You know, and then wait for him to call me up and tell me that I'm missing this or missing that, or here's the bad news, or you know.
Here, how are you doing, Granny and Bear Scrappers?
Hey,
if
Granny
there are
Bear.
ones that didn't require COD, then I keep the beautiful discs for the future projects. Yeah, if you don't need to destroy them, you can use them for a project. What do you do with all your platters out of your hard drives, or do you even take the hard drives apart anymore?
No, I don't. I don't take them apart anymore, unless the customer requests that they be taken apart. But even then, if what they're requesting is certified destruction, I have other ways to do that. Okay. But some customers just insist on, no, I want them torn apart. It's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But usually, I just take the board off the back of them, and then I sell them as hard drives with no board.
Okay, and the boards are what? Sold as logic boards, is it?
Yeah, Board Sort has two categories for the boards that come off of the hard drives. The IDE pin, the older ones are what they call high grade, HDD high grade, and the SATA, newer SATA connections are HDD low grade.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can find an old type one in my pile here.
Hello, Raphael. How are you doing?
Hey, Raphael. Yeah, so the older type are the old IDE pins like that.
Yep.
And then
there you go.
The newer types are those type connections.
Yep.
There we go. So they have two categories for them type of boards.
Yes, two different rates. Board Sort figured out that the older boards, the ones with the ID pins, had quite a bit more precious metal recovery than the lower grade boards.
Yeah, well, they usually have bigger IC chips as well on them, and you usually get more IC chips on them.
And sometimes they're just bigger, right? Sometimes they're the whole size of the hard drive.
Yeah, exactly. They're the full size board at the back.
Hey, Electronic Scrapper, how's it going, man?
Hey, Electronic Scrapper. Who else did I see? I've highlighted a few names there, so we all know the. And did I see? Was there anyone else? So Raphael came in. So I'll just highlight Raphael. There's Raphael.
So like some of this is a low grade board, and you can see that it's it's not even half of the hard drive.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the older ones will take up this entire space and have a lot of really good components on them.
Yeah, yeah. It's well, that's what I'm working on today. These are all the hard drives I picked up in that e-waste pickup. So I'm just going to, because again, over here, you don't have a category for hard drives. So all you're going to get for them is shred value. So, or they might give you some sort of aluminium price, but I'm just stripping them out, taking out the boards, and I'll work on them separately. So how's your week been?
Mixed reviews, goods, bads, others.
Does anyone sell these magnets online? Now, to see them online at eBay, people sell them at eBay, but I wonder, do they actually sell at all, or is it just, I don't know, is there a category for them?
I have not sold any of mine. However, Mrs. Shark is working on a project that she is, she wants to take she's going to get some molds that she can put resin in, and she's going to make a little Shark Scrapper logo thing, and then we're going to put neodymium magnet in there and then seal it up. And if it works and it still works like a magnet, then it'll be a fun little giveaway to have for people.
Yeah, that's right, Raphael. Movie reviews tonight. So good. I'm glad you joined in for the movie reviews. Hey, Unos Bro was up a minute ago on his Facebook page. I had him highlighted. But,
hello, Unos.
But yeah, I'm glad you dropped in, Raphael, for the movie reviews.
Oh man.
Anyone doesn't know, Raphael doesn't watch movies at all. It's not his thing. It's not his thing. I like to watch a movie to relax, so I find it, just to lose yourself in a movie. Especially the new one I watched was the new Ryan Reynolds one on Netflix. That was the one I watched last night. It was good. It was good enough. I enjoyed it. But again, I'll watch anything once.
Yeah, I've been. I don't know. Every now and then I'll watch something, but I'm not a big movie watcher.
Yeah, I like movies. I like to watch a movie to relax. Hey, another magnet that'll pinch me if I'm not careful in a second. This is the bit.
I had some other.
This is the bit I love. Oh, missed it.
Yeah.
I had to be worried about it pinching me. This is the
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the magnet. Don't be afraid.
Oh, if you get a pinch off them, you know what. What do you do with these? If you took them apart, anything, nothing.
So if I get really bored, I'll pull the copper coil off of the back.
Yeah.
And then I'll chuck that in with breakage. What the copper coil will go into number 2 copper, and then what's left over will go into breakage.
Yeah.
Had a very ungood, not good, not satisfying, disturbing. Well, disturbing is too strong. Anyway, I was talking to the manager at the cell phone tower company earlier this week, and he was telling me that the owners have recently bid on a bunch of new construction projects.
Okay.
So he said, I don't know how much scrap we're going to have for you for a while, because when we're doing new construction, it's all new stuff. We're not pulling stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, if you just happen to accidentally lose a coil of cable and it rolls in that direction,
What did he say to that one?
Oh, he laughed. He's like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
500 gigabyte. But yeah, no, that's the worst of new builds or anything like that. You don't get anything out of it if you're dealing with companies. If it's all new stuff they're putting in, you have to wait a couple of years till they're replacing that to get your luck.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but
into a tiny container then. Snip off this little bits at the end you're on about, Raphael, I presume? The reader parts.
Who has time for that?
Just snipping them little ends off. I do, Raphael, I do snip them off. I know Shark doesn't snip them off. He ain't got time for that, so to carry on. But I've got time for that.
Oh, because there's 2 atoms of gold on the end of those.
Hey,
That's
two
right.
split atoms of gold. I wouldn't go as far as saying 2 atoms. Micro atoms. Neutrons, maybe. Which is bigger, a neutron or an atom?
An atom, I believe.
Okay, so neutrons is on them. Yeah, so the board doesn't have much on it. Again, just a few. This is one of the newer types. So you'll have your little bit of gold pins on there and a few small IC chips on the back, and that's it. I hear a bleep in the basement. Let me have a look. Ah, it's the man with the money at the moment from cashing in all his scrap. Well, Ralph.
Money, yeah. Hello.
Money.
So how did you have all your scrap gone now? Is everything done?
I got a nice wad of cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at all this colorful Monopoly money.
Yeah, the euros.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the green. I see green ones in there.
Yeah, so the green ones. The green ones are the 100 ones.
Hundreds, yeah.
The hundreds.
Yeah,
you rarely see these actually. Most people only have 50s.
I
made a 1180 something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I haven't even turned in the brass and the copper yet. So.
Oh, that was a nice a nice little payday, wasn't it?
Yeah, with that.
Yeah, that's from five runs.
You're ready to go to the strip joints now.
No. That's for a new PC. That's about enough. That's about enough for half of what I want.
That's about enough for the graphics card.
Yeah, that's about basically half of the system.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like it just shows you, like, if you do a little bit of scrapping and you collect the stuff up over time, you always have a bit of money there when you need it.
Yep.
Oh, I hear another bleep in the basement. Let me.
More bleeps.
Yeah, our money is all the same color.
Yeah, that's boring. The worst in America. It's awful hard to see when you have.
If you go like this and you say, "Look at this, whole wad of hundreds,"
yeah,
then you're like, "Oh, sure," and then you have to look.
Kevin.
Have to look closer, and then you see
Grandpa Kevin.
It's only one.
Oh, I got something better than that, Ralph.
What have you got? A 2.
I got something better than that.
Oh, there goes the rattling again.
Oh, look at them.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, those are the newer ones.
Yeah, they're kind of bluish.
Look at that.
Oh, that's quite a lot of them. Now we're comparing wads of cash.
Yeah, I robbed the bank today.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to say, Kevin, is the FBI looking for you now?
No. They're looking for me at the post office. I'm on the chalkboard out in front.
Last time I robbed the bank was when playing GTA.
I got rid of my old tractor today.
Oh, okay, cool.
Shark is hungry for scrap.
Some of them are kind of cut in weird ways for some reason. So
what the hell is that?
Some of them are ripped or cut in a weird way. I found these in the trash.
Oh,
really? Is that really $1 bills, American ones?
Yeah. Real or fake?
Look,
it's real. Yeah.
Real.
The serial numbers match on either side. Left and right.
Yeah.
And the one that's disfigured.
Are they
Take a-
supposed to all have the same series? No, wait, these are different. Never mind. I thought they were the same for some reason. You can actually feel the ribs on the on who is this again? Washington. On his coat, you can feel the ribs on there. If it's fake, it's usually all smooth.
Now, here's another thing. If you look under a magnifying glass really close around his head, you'll find some artwork and some wording.
Yeah.
Those are the hidden security features that they're not really hidden.
Well, it's
So
just
I guess-
ones. So why would they make fake ones? I mean,
They counterfeit 10-cent pieces over here.
oh, really?
Yeah.
God's honest truth.
So I guess
That's-
actually our money is different colors because the hundreds are kind of bluish and then the tens are a little bit yellowish. And
And the
a lot
50s
of detail in this.
The
See-
50s are different
Oh,
also.
yeah, so we do have some nuance to our colors.
Yeah, but you don't have it like here. Here we have like blues, red, like purple is the 500. If you've got a purple one, you're lucky. You've got
Purple is
500.
epic.
You're
Yeah.
But
500
You get-
euros.
Green,
is still my
orange,
favorite color.
blue, pink, and another greenish.
Yeah,
Gold.
Gold
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my favorite color too.
That's still my favorite color.
Ralph, the $1 bill that's disfigured, was that cut or was it? Does it look to you like it might have been?
It's ripped.
printed?
It's cut. It's cut.
Oh, somebody cut it.
Yeah, all of them had little cuts in it. I think someone just, I don't know, for some weird reason thought I'm just gonna cut these into pieces and then throw them away.
How many of them do you have there?
About 20.
Really?
See, this one was missing a piece.
Yeah. See, now that you could send that back to the U.S. Treasury and they'll replace it.
I got the other piece here, so it's still
Well, that Scotch tape works.
yeah.
Yeah, but by the time he gets done paying for the shipping, he'll have lost money.
Yeah.
Cost of
You'll
money.
owe them something.
I think it's like 20. I count them all. I actually filmed finding these, so that'll be in a dumpster diving video, like somewhere in the next 2 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So how are things with you, Kevin?
Not too bad. You know, now I hope this week I get my other tractor.
Oh.
13,
Hey, Bruce, welcome in.
It's just a matter of helping to pay for it, you know.
14,
Scan the bills. They
So
18,
so those hundreds aren't going to be sitting around there for long, huh?
19,
No,
20.
no.
There's 21 of them.
$21.
21 US dollars.
Yeah.
Man, and that's worth $21 in the U.S.
Awesome.
No.
Now if I go there, I can bring my own money.
I think you need more than $21 to survive.
This is the new 20.
Yes.
This is the new 20.
Yeah. That's all they're worth.
It isn't
But-
worth the paper it's printed on. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
It's the same everywhere at the moment. It's
Yeah,
not just G.
yeah. I need 3 of them. to
Inflation
go
is
fill my
insane.
tank.
Don't think you're anything special.
No,
Back when we had the Gilder, and now I really sound old.
just a cog in the wheel.
Yeah, that was basically €1 is 2.2 dollars when it changed over, and they did a test when in 1985 you used 5 guilders to buy groceries, and then they did the test in 2015, so that's some time ago even. How much would you pay in euros for the same groceries? So
4 times
it-
the amount.
20 quid probably.
yeah, about 1750 in euros.
Yeah.
So there's first you went from 5 to 1750, and then there's a 2.2 multiplier in there somewhere. It's insane.
Yeah, so it's about 4 times the original price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know every country in Europe
Actually,
suffered
8.
that fate when we went to euros.
Yeah, I think we should all pool our money and buy rubles.
Go for it, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
it's down doesn't mean it won't come back up.
Yeah, but you'll be a long time waiting. I have a funny feeling.
Put it this way. One of these now invested in rubles could get me a whole stack of them later.
Yeah, but I'd say by the time they get to any value again, we may not be here.
You're probably right. But something to leave the kids.
Yeah.
I haven't checked my cryptos.
Don't. You'll cry. You'll cry if you check it. Don't.
Yeah,
No,
I can give that to my kids along with the Confederate money and the Nazi money and
Oh wow, yeah, some of them are really down.
The old, I have one of the. I think it's a 20 German marks from World War II.
Just trying to. Bruce is saying hi to you all there, by the way. I
Bruce.
had a buddy in the first war. What are they worth now? Do they exist? Bruce, are they still there?
I've had Iraqi dinar before. Some of their food is pretty good.
DNR. Oh, Shark, I'm gonna put you in the basement for bad jokes. You're going to the basement for bad jokes. Patrick Williams, welcome in. How do you?
Hello, Patrick.
So, have you done all your scrapping now, Ralph? Is everything scrapped out of your apartment now?
No. But the large. Come on, close this damn thing. The largest volume is now done, so I now have room to spread everything out again. Look at this. Look at this. I have floor.
I now have floor space that I can put stuff on again.
Look at that. Everyone, check out Ralph's floor.
Check out. I actually have floor. I can. And there's more around the corner there, but you can't see. I actually can walk up to my here. You can see part of the couch. I can actually walk up to the couch and just sit on there without having to jump over boxes. So yeah, it's amazing. I still have some stuff set up here, but that'll go away whenever I sort all this stuff. I got like a big bucket of MOSFETs. And I got my plated brass and my plated copper and some other stuff. And that's all. When I'm done scrapping out, this is all going, and I'm not going to be refilling any of them. I'm going to stop collecting blue M&Ms, stop collecting MLCCs and all those crystal things, and just basically going for all the simple stuff. Because I sorted everything when I went to the scrap yard and said, oh, you can just chuck that in with all the scrap steel. Really, this is aluminium. Oh, just toss it in there. You get 30 cents a kilogram, which is about 15 cents a pound. So it's meh.
I tried to convince my wife to stop collecting crystals, but she won't give up on them.
Yeah,
the ones that fit on here, right?
But she's very flexible. She doesn't care if they're clear or red or blue or green.
Yeah.
Pink, yellow.
I like a flexible lady.
Oh, I knew as soon as I heard the word flexible, Ralph was going to chirp in. I knew as soon as that he was going to chirp in with something.
I am going to become a metal artist too. Yes, I'm no longer
just like
a scrapper.
Ian Matthews.
I'm not going to collect
Ian Matthews, by the way. Was Ian Matthews into...
He put up a post yesterday, I think, about something.
Okay. I didn't see it. So I haven't seen him around. I was going to send him a text to see was he okay, but I said I was waiting and see did anyone have heard from him. You don't like pestering people either when you don't see them. Sometimes they just want to be left alone from YouTube for a while or something.
I got a couple of these huge ICs, by the way. I thought
where the hell did you get them?
They have like a metal plaque on there. I thought it was copper, but it's I scratched this one, and it's apparently aluminium in there. These are from a amplifier, I think. I think there was like a big heatsink on these.
Yeah, I came across a couple of those also.
Gotta break one open and see what's in it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, get out your.
And I'm collecting quite a bit of gold flashing on boards that I am now sorting out for Mr. Irish over there. I found
Did you see
some
how
actual.
my ears? Did you see how my ears perked up as soon as you
I found
said
some
gold?
actual gold on a remote control.
control.
So I got a.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 of those that I found, and I got a couple of these out of LCD screens. The bigger television, they have the gold flashing on the side.
Yeah.
So
I pull them off of the monitors when I rip them apart.
yeah, you're getting a couple of those, and
Good.
yeah.
You delivering those, Ralph? Or are you going to send them by mail?
No, I'm just gonna send those over. Just make a big box of all kinds of stuff.
I
And,
hope you have a mortgage taken out for sending stuff over. Just ask
should be okay. Indeed, those are the power ends of an amp. The chips.
Was that what out of an amp? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raphael would know.
How are you getting on, Kevin, with your scrapping? Are you still scrapping stuff out? Have you still computers to scrap out, or are they all done?
No, that's everything's still in the shed.
You haven't even started, have you?
I just, as I feel like I want to start scrapping some things, I pull things apart. It's not like I've got to hurry with it.
We got
is
a
that
box of
still all the-
fans.
Is that still all the laptops that you got? You haven't touched those?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all gone.
Oh,
Those
they're
I
all
just-
gone. Okay.
I pulled the memory chips out of them, the RAM chips, and the hard drives, and then if there's a Wi-Fi card, I pull them out, and I cut the little ends off because they're gold plated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
right.
got the ends off as well. They're all in a little tub.
Yep.
This is a Wi-Fi card without the golden fingers.
Yeah.
They're all in the package for Mr. Irish.
So, but I'm not getting the prices that E-Waste Mike gets, $1.10 a pound for laptops. I got 70 cents a pound.
For laptops complete, is it?
Yeah, either with or without the battery, it doesn't matter to them.
Okay.
My scrapyard is everything goes a shred. Everything
Yeah,
they
same
don't
here.
know about goes a shred.
Yeah.
And I
that's why
can
scrap
tell them,
everything
but they don't care.
Yeah.
The scrapyard that'll buy my laptops with or without the batteries is the same scrapyard that had the fire. They had a 3-alarm fire a couple months ago. I put a picture of it on my community post.
Yeah.
And so I was asking, I was like, guys, don't you worry about taking all these batteries? And they're like, no, man, that we worry more about the gas that's left over in the lawnmowers and stuff over in the shred pile.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what, the shred pile is what caught fire.
Yeah.
And, it had to be something like gas that was left in a couple of lawnmowers, or, and the battery shorted out or something like that.
Yeah. I know a scrapyard where a guy worked in a scrapyard, and when the cars would come in, his job was just to take all the fuel out of them, and then he'd have the fuel in big they'd have fuel in big drums, so they'd have petrol or what you call gas, like that had diesel in another one and whatever, and then the locals would buy it off him at a cheaper price for their lawnmowers or for their tractors or whatever.
Yeah.
So he'd resell it to them. They'd filter it first, put it through a filter, and then resell it to them. So they'd get it at a cheaper price than going to the garage first.
Boy, you try to do that here in the U.S. and you're going to be in big trouble. Taxman be after you.
Yeah, he ain't getting his duties on the fuel.
Oh, you just change it around. We'll sell you the can. Whatever the contents are inside it, that goes with it.
Yeah. I don't have.
Although the scrapyards have to have some
anymore.
way. I'd have to look into that, but there has to be a way for the scrapyards to sell the gas and the oil and the things like that they collect from the cars when they scrap them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, again, maybe they use it in their own machines.
Oh, I suppose they could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, they could use it in their own machinery instead of buying fuel. They could just
in the
use it in their
forklifts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. They could use it in their own stuff.
Just filter the diesel fuel, get all the little gummies out of it.
Yeah. And just run their forklifts and whatever else machines that run on diesel off it. Save them having to buy it.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool watching them when a junk car will come in and they got this big forklift that'll set it down on a skid, and there's a guy underneath of this skid, and he's just got this thing, and it's just like, wow, and sticks it up through the gas tank, and he's
Yep.
drains out the gas tank. And
You should see. There's a video. BMW has a factory that completely disassembles cars, and they show how they puncture the fuel tank and suck the fuel out of it.
yeah,
The same with the oil and the water from the the antifreeze transmission fluid.
yeah.
And they completely disassemble the car. They don't just take it, pull the motor on the tank, and crush it. They take it all apart. That's probably why they have so much in the way of spare parts.
Probably,
April,
yeah.
May, I think the weather's improving next week. From what I hear, we're meant to be getting a couple of degrees higher temperature, so you'll be able to get outside and clear your stuff from around your shed, hopefully.
We got down to below freezing again last night.
Oh, you poor things.
How's that? Twice this year?
I was like, it had been. I mean, I was out in short sleeves just a few days ago, and then it started raining for 3 days. Yesterday, just windy as all get out as the front finally came through, and the temperature just.
Yep.
It's,
You poor Floridans. What are those called? Floridas? Floridians.
Floridians. But yeah, the poor iguanas will be falling out of the trees again.
Yeah. I mean, leaving skid marks on the road.
I wonder how much the population has been decimated this year from when they get cold and fall out, and the hunters pick them up, or the animals pick them up, or.
Yeah.
Free meal.
Something happens and they get ran over by cars. Poor Sharky. Come live in Europe. Sharky couldn't survive in Europe. It'll be 6 months of the year it's nearly freezing. And wet.
Depending on where you are.
Yeah. Unless you're down, if you're up in Ireland, it's winter is probably November till the end of March. Really, you could get frost or ice. So, even April last year we had frost. So you could be in a worse case than
Hey,
that.
Sharky, is that your heart pumping or what?
This is defibrillator.
No, that's my pacemaker.
Oh, okay. Just checking. He's got a thumb when he earns it, right?
What was the electronic scrapper still has snow around his area, never mind frost. Goddamn hard drives. Wrecking my head.
Everyday solos, they could also call that the Widowmaker.
Yeah,
That's
fireworks
all right.
over here. They're called Widowmakers.
Solars, when I lived
Hey
in,
Joe, welcome in.
when I
Joe's
lived
over
in
on
Hawaii,
Facebook
we
side.
used to
So
say,
Joe, welcome in from Facebook side. If you're a scrapper, Joe, put in what you scrap and what you're into. Let us know.
when I lived in Hawaii, we used to say that they didn't have enough asphalt to fix all the potholes. So they just kept moving them around, moving the asphalt from one pothole to the next. So it looked like they were actually doing something.
Moving it from one pothole to the next.
Four inches of snow still in for Bruce. Man,
That's tough. We get 1 inch of snow here a year, and it's like Armageddon.
Yeah, if we get half an inch, the country shuts down.
Yeah, it's like you see people and they're just barely able to drive their cars, and they're driving about a mile an hour.
Yep.
Because again, we don't have the proper tires or anything on the cars to deal with it.
oh, that's 4 feet. Yeah, that is. That's feet, not inches.
Well, that's
Oh,
feet, not inches.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
that's
inches
whack.
is with 2, feet is 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
really
sure.
sucks.
Yeah.
No, that was Bruce. You're right. That was my.
That's like a
bad
meter
eye.
high.
I thought I saw 2 of them.
That's over a meter high. It's 1.2 meters high.
Yeah, over a meter even.
Yeah.
Dang.
Drive Shaft Drew, he says they got 6 feet of snow.
Y'all can have it. I'm done with it.
Hey, Drive Shaft, welcome in. Yeah,
Long time no see, Drive Shaft Drew.
I don't miss the snow at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of snow, cold weather. It's all right for
I like snow when I have nothing to do, when I'm completely off, and
snow
I
was
can
great when you were a child.
build a snowman, build an igloo.
Yeah, when you're a child,
and
snow
then
was great.
the
Not anymore.
novelty wears off. Then back to warm weather, please.
I need a flathead screwdriver now. I didn't bring one up with me. I'll get it in a while. Carry on. Try and get as many of these hard drives done as I can. Okay,
I'm just
this is
going
one.
through my fans.
This is an older hard drive, which has like a black casing over the board.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
one of those, a layer of rubber or
Yeah, no, it's
plastic
not
or-
rubber. It's actual plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just knock that off.
Yeah,
sometimes they do that. Minus
I don't know why they-
43.
Why they
Jeez.
put it on?
It's for protection, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was, I don't know if this is going to work here. Let's see. This was my house in Cape Cod.
Well, now, till I make it bigger so everyone can see. There we go.
That
Wow.
was the first snowstorm of that year, and I had to dig that trench out 4 times that year.
Jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that was the last year that I lived on Cape Cod, man. I was ready to be gone.
You
A
had
thick
enough
layer
of
of
that
snow
shit.
is good insulation, though.
Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper, welcome in.
I used to joke around that was my World War I entrenchments there.
Hey,
No, I wouldn't like to be digging through that snow all the time. And you're in America, you're responsible to make sure, isn't it, your driveways are cleared and outside your buildings are all cleared during snow, isn't it?
This thing is completely new. I might keep a few of these.
Well, yeah, I mean, the city's not going to plow out your driveway for you, so
Yeah.
you got to do that yourself.
No, but
Now,
are you responsible for say shops? Are they responsible for clearing outside the footpaths on their or as you call them, the pavements outside
it
the
all
shop?
depends on the city, the county,
Okay.
it's all the ordinances are different. And then, of course, this is America, right? So if you don't do something, if you're a shop owner and you don't at least try to get rid of the snow, and then somebody slips on the snow or the ice, then they're going to sue you. And,
Yeah,
because that's what we do here in America. We sue everybody else for our own stupidity.
yeah.
Yep.
Because we
And
can't
you
take
win.
responsibility for our own life. We got to blame somebody.
I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was going to blame you.
Yeah, today I was down the town. I live in a small town. It's a very small town, so we don't usually there's a few characters in the street or whatever. Usually there'll be a few, you know who they are, whatever. But there was this new guy today, and he I was walking up to the shop, and he goes to me, he goes, you wouldn't have a euro, he goes, by any chance? And I said, guess what? I don't.
Guess what? I don't.
I said, how did you guess? That was it. I said, how did you guess? I don't. He goes, you wouldn't have a euro. I said, how did you guess?
Digital world. Everything is digital, even money.
I would have just thrown it back at him. I says, I've never heard of that car. Who makes it?
Yeah, he wasn't a local buck, whoever this was, and he was he was just standing around begging people for euros, but it was so he could go into the pub and buy more drink by the looks of him.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was fully under his cognitive functions. He looked like he was struggling
Slightly
to stand up.
inebriated.
Yeah, he was struggling to stand up.
Is that anything like intoxicated?
That'd be exactly it.
We had a 34-degree day. It's down to 29 already, and tomorrow it's supposed to hit 54.
54. What's that in the old in my money?
In normal units.
18, 20.
Who
Yeah,
is
that's
this
not bad.
in the basement? I don't know who this guy. You're gonna pull your face away from the camera. You're too close.
Yeah, we're gonna be up in the.
Hello.
Hey,
Demetrius.
how you doing, man?
Good day, sir.
Oh,
And he's gone.
again.
He hit the wrong button.
I don't know who this guy is. I just said I'd let him up when he showed his face. And
Yeah.
he seems to be a young enough guy. Maybe he's into scrapping or maybe he's not into scrapping. We don't know.
Maybe he just found the channel by accident.
Yeah.
That may happen, yeah. And then
Yeah.
they see a link and they click. They wonder what's this.
Why are all
What
these
game are you guys
weirdos?
playing?
Why are all these weirdos up on YouTube? Who are all these weird people? Now I need to go and get a Phillips screwdriver. Why did it change from torque heads to Phillips screwdrivers on the same?
Just get a
Oh,
whole
there's
set
one.
They
over
do
there.
that. They do that just to make you angry.
Oh, I was here like why? One side has the Torx, the other side has Phillips. So
This
that's
one's
the
even
huge
bigger.
fight for me.
I worked with a couple of guys that were engineers at Western Digital, and
Oh.
I was asking them that very question. I like, guys, really? I mean, did you guys have competitions to see who could use the most of the different kind of screws and stuff? And they would tell me, they said, you would not believe the fights we used to get in about what kind of screw, about how many screws, about where the screws had to go. You know, it's like you would have thought that this was life or death, some of the fights that people would get in over screws.
In my e-waste pickup, I got 2 of these 4 terabyte hard drives that are dead.
Oh,
Pity.
too
And they're
bad.
dead? Oh, man.
Dead.
4
Dead.
terabytes is pretty cool.
Yeah. 2 of them I got in that pickup.
Hmm.
So they become part of the scrap.
Tear them open and pull out those magnets.
Yeah, pull out the magnets, get the gold out of them.
So-
Whatever else.
I imagine that there was some logic behind why on this board they say 1,000 gigabytes.
Yeah, it said the same on mine here. One of them I took out. One, I said, why doesn't it just say one terabyte? Why does
It
say
has to
1,000?
do. It has to do with the multiplying of 2. You get 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and then eventually you get to 1024, which is 1 kilobyte. But at some point they started not measuring up to 1024, but as soon as it hit 1000, they would say this is 1 gigabyte, and that went on, and that also went to the terabyte. So if it says 1000 gigabytes, it means it's not exactly a terabyte.
Oh, okay.
But
You
if
know,
they put
that-
on it's 1 terabyte, then there's 24 gigs that they have to add.
Okay, so
and-
it has to be 1024 to make it a terabyte.
Yes,
And you
exactly.
know that there would be somebody that would complain because they didn't get their 24 gigabytes.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
If you buy
That they had it.
yeah, if you have a 500 gigabyte hard drive and you connect it and you have Windows formatted and then you use it, you only have 465 usable gigabytes. So
Oh.
that's 35 less than you actually paid for. So do this times 2, that's 70 gigabytes that you don't have on a 1 terabyte hard drive.
Right. Okay.
So if you have a 4 terabyte hard drive, that's 4 times 70 gigs that you don't have,
Then
and so
cheating-
on.
Cheating us out of it.
No, it
Cheating us
has
out
to
of-
do with the multiplier.
Cheating us out of our
And
gigabytes.
for some reason they've not changed this. This has been a discussion some years ago, and they just stuck with the old way that they went. They said, well, it's from 1,000. We know it's actually at 1,024, but we just stuck at 1,000. And now because the sizes are so great, the losses are
Greater.
exponential. Yeah, they're bigger. Yeah.
Hey, Raphael, how long do you know me now? I do not fix anything. Everything gets scrapped. I'm not one of ye fixer-upper guys. I'm a scrapper.
Fixing hard drives is actually quite difficult, especially if it has like bad sectors. You can't really
Right?
fix bad sectors.
I don't attempt to fix anything ever. Anything I pick up for scrap is scrapped. That's it. I'm not a reseller. I'm not a reuser. I'm not a thing scrapper.
I'll fix that hard drive. I'll take the lid off of it and scratch that sucker down with sandpaper. I'll fix it.
Raphael, fix it.
And you won't even have that many gigabytes.
Yep.
I'll take a few gigabytes out of this in a minute.
Or I'll give it to that one IT company.
I'm
that I
gonna
now
take
have as
a
client
take a
to cheat
gigabyte
them.
out of this platter. Just cut the part out that looks like a bite mark.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
This hard disk has only one byte.
What were you saying, Shark?
Oh, I was saying I'll give that to the to that new client of mine that takes his hard drives out and shoots them.
Oh yeah, puts the bullet holes in them. That's one way of making sure they can never be used again.
Whatever works, right, Shark?
It just seems like it'd be way too much fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get the extra weight if there's some lead left in it.
Yeah, there you go.
22, 38, a 357, what? A 9mm?
Howitzer.
Hey, Anfield Road. Sorry, I didn't see you coming in there. I just seen someone saying hi, Lee. So I presume you're up
Hey,
there somewhere.
Lee.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Hey, Lee.
Welcome in. How do you?
There was this guy that years and years and years ago, there was this guy that used to do scrapping. And I remember he did a video. He said, "This is how we scrap CRTs in the country." And he put a CRT monitor out in the field, and he started shooting it with his hand, with a pistol. And I mean, just blew the thing to shreds, you know?
That's one way to scrap it.
What's
fun, though.
that guy's name? Daggone it.
I like the videos where they throw the block into the washing machine while it's running.
Oh, that's also funny to see. Yeah.
The cement block?
Yeah, the cement block
Yeah.
right into the washing machine while it's running. Boy, does it self-destruct.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do that sometimes, so I do. I want to do a video
Just
of
get
that.
an old washing machine, a long extension cord, set it up
Yeah.
in the middle of a field,
Yeah,
and rig the door so it can start while the door is not on there.
yeah.
And while it's at like 1600 RPM, chuck a couple of bricks in.
It's in, and watch what happens.
Yeah, it's great fun.
It shakes itself to death.
I think that's what my wife does with the laundry. That washing machine just back and forth. She says,
Oh, this
I don't
is-
know what's wrong with this. I says, you loaded it.
So obviously, if this was a 4 gigabyte and it's got 4 platters in it, each platter is 1 gigabyte, I presume.
Yes,
Yeah, but now you
and,
have
and
five or
each side would be a half
You have four
because then you
sides.
have 8 sides. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Raphael is probably crying now. Look at this, Raphael. I'm about to scrap out this. Scrap it out.
Oh, you got your fingerprints all over those discs now.
It's gone. They're gone. They're no more. Never to be used again. Imagine someone might have had bitcoins on here and I'm destroying them.
Oh, well.
These could be Ian Matthews bitcoins.
Hang on a second. I'll be back in a minute.
Washing machine on the trampoline. No, I didn't see that. Washing machine on the trampoline. I'll have to check that out. I'm going to have to buy a new torque set of screwdrivers. These ones are beginning to wear down. When they start spinning around inside, it's not a good sign.
I have an idea for making a custom hammer. When I get back to casting and I can find the right items for it, I might do that, and I'll use that for
Hey, partners.
for the destruction of CRTs and other scrap that I don't want.
Hey, Park Nest, how you doing? I haven't seen
Park
you
Nest.
since Lee's stream.
You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen Park Nest since Lee's stream.
Oh,
It's been a while.
partners is the new Ralph. He's everywhere.
I used to be everywhere. Now I have
Yeah.
too much to do.
Yeah, now you have work.
That too, yeah. I work tomorrow again. I really don't want to.
Were you back to work last week, or is this your first week back?
No, this is going to be my first. Tomorrow is my first day of work after being off for 4 weeks.
Oh, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be
Right.
tough. Yeah.
And then you don't get another week off until next year, right?
I don't know. I probably make enough hours to take another week off in a couple of months, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
but I'm not going to. I'm just going to save them up again so that I can take a couple of weeks off in a row.
Yeah.
This week I have Thursday and Friday off this week because it's St. Patrick's Day on Thursday, and that's a bank holiday, and they're giving us a second bank holiday this year. So we have Thursday and Friday off here in Ireland, which is good.
Yeah, my wife and I, we put our order in for our corned beef and
Oh,
carrot dinner.
Yeah, for your corned beef for your St. Patrick's Day.
Win the lotto, yes, that would be.
And we have
My
a
month
local
off
breakfast.
went quickly. Indeed, it did. I'm glad I got quite a lot done. I didn't get half as much done as I wanted to have gotten done, but that's how it goes. But I'm glad I got done what I did get done. Did I say that correctly? Yes.
You done good.
I done good, yes, and I made some money, which was a surprise.
It's always good.
Yeah.
You can make money while you're off work, while you're getting paid while you're off, and then you're getting paid again.
Yeah, indeed.
Hey, partners.
Good evening.
What a
everyone.
surprise.
Irish, Kevin is back. Ralph and Kevin.
Good day, sir.
On the chat.
Let's see. This one is completely new as well. I'm gonna keep this one.
I watched Simple Man's video turning in all his copper.
Yes.
How much did he get?
2,300 or 2,030 euros,
That's pretty damn awesome.
which is equivalent
I'm not
to
gonna get that much.
Probably about on a pound dollar.
2,300 American.
Nice. That was a nice payday, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Nothing. to
I'd be
bark at.
surprised if I reach another 1,000.
Yeah, but it's still that you've already made over 1,000, and if you get another 1,000, that's over 2,000.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I doubt I'll be getting that much for my copper because I don't have that much, and I'm actually keeping all the number 1 copper and all the good quality copper tubing for casting, and I'm getting rid of all the number 2 and all the trash. All the scrap copper, all the
Mhm.
random copper bits.
Hey, Raphael, I don't think it's fixable now that I've taken everything out of it.
Not everything.
Well, if it wasn't Donalded before, it definitely is now.
Yeah, I pulled bits out here. I don't think they're going to go back together again. Oh, there goes the reader.
The heads.
With that,
Oh,
with the
there's actually 4. Yeah.
Was it
4
IDA
heads on
or
it, yeah.
Flatter?
Yeah.
Or what's
So-
left of them?
Wow. So now I just need to loosen. I have 2 screws here I can't get out because my torque head just are spinning. That's okay.
Careful there. Bling 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 bling.
Someone at the door, me.
Scrap hit 300 a ton on Friday.
Scrap it,
That's Canadian.
for just steel, is it, Bruce?
Yeah, I get 30 cents a kilogram for steel now.
Okay.
That's pretty good. What's that noise?
I think it's Sharky.
The neighbors in the hall, they're fighting each other.
Fight on in Sharky's house.
Shay Shark.
Hey, Parky. What's up, man?
Not a lot.
Okay, everything's all right, no problem. I keep trying to win the lottery, but it just keeps escaping me. Yeah, I think everyone's trying to win the lottery. You're not the only one.
Yeah. I don't want work, I want money.
America does have some big lottery winners, don't they? Hundreds of millions.
Oh yeah.
The highest you can get here is like 30 million.
Well, if you're in the Euro millions, you can get up to 100 and something million.
Well, still, 30 million is quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be too disappointed if I won 30 million.
They just should make 3 people win 10 million. That's still a great deal.
Yeah, or 30 people win 1 million. Wouldn't that be just as good?
It's nice. if
No,
you win
because 1
10
million isn't
and
enough
you
to
get
stop
keep
working.
10 million.
What do you mean 1 million isn't enough to stop working?
It's not. No, it isn't.
No, that's not gonna be enough.
Why wouldn't it be?
It is. It's
Because-
20 million. If you're careful.
You'd
Then
buy,
you still.
with £1 million, you'd probably buy how many flats would you buy with £1 million? What's the average price of a flat in Holland?
I don't know.
A flat what?
A flat is like a building. It's where
Apartment.
An apartment like what I have here. What you would
Yeah.
pay for this?
Yeah. What would you pay for that?
I don't know. Somewhere between 175 to 200,000.
Okay, we'll say 200,000. How much rent do you pay a month?
500 something.
So you buy 5 of them and you rent them out. You'll have 2,500 in every month without even having to go to work.
That
From your
would
million
work. Yeah,
quid. From
yeah.
your million
That
quid.
And,
That
and
would
all
work.
the headaches that come with it.
Yeah,
but
but
that-
that's you don't have
Well,
to.
you go through
You don't have to
agent.
get up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. No, 8:15.
So
Then I
that's
have
all
to
you
make
do.
sure that they're all like the utilities are all done, and whenever there's
Yeah, yeah.
anything wrong, I have to sort stuff like that. That's
Yeah,
still
but-
work.
It's not. You could hand it over to a letting agents for you. You don't do it then. They just give you the money at the end of the month.
Yeah, they'll take the cut, but
Yeah, they take their cut, and you get your money every month.
let an agent will deal with any issues.
Any issues? They look after if the washing machine isn't working or if the
Yeah, I want so much money that I don't have to do anything. I could just fork over cash and get stuff either done or buy stuff that I want.
Yeah, I don't want to be filthy rich, but I don't want to have to worry about money.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That'd be nice.
don't need
Hey,
like
Dan,
10 billion,
what, man?
but 10 million would be nice.
Because if you get to be filthy rich, then
115 is
the
fun.
the whack jobs are after you. So
Yeah, exactly.
Dan is getting 315 Canadian a ton for his scrap steel. What are you getting, Shark, for a ton of scrap steel over there?
I put it. It's in the chat.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
235 US.
Oh, 235. Okay. 235.
Oh, you're getting a lot more than me. 15 cents. It's 150 a ton up here. Cheap.
How come
Dang
what's
on,
the
man.
price difference there?
7.5 cents a pound.
Jeez.
That makes it really rough when you're street scrappers, because with the price of gas right now,
Yeah.
that's harsh.
Yeah.
We'd be looking at paying UK prices.
No, thank you.
Exactly. There you go.
What is it for a
It's
litre
equivalent
of,
of over $8 a gallon.
yeah, what is it for a litre of diesel now in the UK?
These are all new.
Agnes?
It's just over £1.50.
Do you know how much it is for a litre of diesel here?
Go on.
€2.15.
Oh, I knew fuel prices were more in Ireland.
No. So there you go. And our government gave us 15 cents a litre off. So it would be about €2.30 a litre.
30.
A litre.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys
still-
in America talking
probably
gallons,
nearly
we talking
Two
litres.
Canadian dollars, which would be probably about £1. It was still cheaper than us.
I wouldn't mind paying. I just gladly pay. What are you paying? $5 or $6 a gallon?
Yeah, I think it's just over 5 is the national average right now.
Yeah, I'd gladly pay $5 a gallon for fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
No, I'm not complaining. I'm not
in
complaining.
this country, most of it's taxation in one form or another. You've got fuel
Yeah,
duty,
duties, excise duties, and
and then on top of that, they charge VAT,
yeah,
even though without an EU.
and carbon tax,
Crazy.
and carbon tax.
No, we don't have carbon tax. We just have
No, we have a
fuel
carbon
duty.
tax on our fuel over here. So
Yeah, but
you pay
fuel
carbon
duty,
tax, you pay excise duty, and you pay VAT. on
You
it.
buy it to
Right.
burn and you burn it and have to pay again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's double taxation as far as I'm concerned.
Triple taxation. We're triple taxation
Yeah,
over
it's
here.
triple. What it should do, there should be an alternative fuel to petrol and diesel.
Yeah, it's called
called
electric.
Well, it doesn't. No. Electric's not really the answer. It has its place, but Yeah, I don't think it's
It will get
the
better.
answer.
It will get
I
better.
think technology will improve, but you just
I
need
think
an alternative fuel. It doesn't
I think in
pollute.
2019 the Tesla was the most sold car in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And right now with the prices, the demand for electric is going up. It's skyrocketing. It's insane, and people are placing solar panels like crazy. They expect to have the turning point somewhere by the end of next year that more roofs will have solar panels than roofs that don't have them over here.
Solar panels.
Yeah.
And they still don't have enough power.
Well,
No, the
they're getting
demand
there.
for power keeps growing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Solar
that is
panels get more efficient though, so the old ones
Yeah.
will be replaced by more
It's all
efficient ones at some point.
improving, but I just don't think an electric
Hey,
car
well,
is.
just look at the
is
power a
the
data
answer.
center uses up. Like the amount of electricity a data center uses up. Though.
Yeah.
Did
It's
anybody
still
see
an
the picture?
alternative fuel. It don't pollute.
Anybody
Gil.
see the picture that was
Oh,
pasted
gee.
Well,
There goes the neighborhood.
days ago?
What's going on, everybody?
Every vehicle had to stop at the gas station to get fuel.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning up some aluminum. What are you doing?
Asking you what you're doing.
Fair
Hey,
enough.
crypto, what's doing?
nice one, Kevin.
I miss crypto coming in there.
Hello,
Oh, I
Crypto.
have to buy one of these.
Ah,
What be
nuts.
the-
Lock a wheel nut for this car. I lost it. When
You
I
lost your
took
nuts?
brake pad, I lost the.
Oh,
Well, it's a key for locking wheel nut.
I
That's
lost
a
my
bolt,
marbles
actually.
once.
Didn't know you had them alone.
So, Gil, what are the scrap prices like up around you at the moment?
not good. It's never really super good where I am right now. It's about 150 or so a ton.
Oh, same
For shred.
as what Kevin is getting.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
power Kevin.
Yeah, the Northeast stinks.
Yeah, you're really getting
Rust
going
Belt.
over there, guys, compared to everyone else.
I think
Yeah.
Bear Bright is up to $4.35 a pound here, though.
I think it's at 8 something euros over here.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't mind having what Simple Man just sold off.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice payday for it.
I'm keeping my Bear
$2,000.
Bright though for casting. I'm just turning in number 2. That gets 750.
Mm.
Number 2 is what, 750 a
Yeah.
ton?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
I was just testing my logo thing there. That's all.
I was
Sorry
wondering what
about
happened to Shark. I said, did the wife come in and beat him?
Yeah, now look for the blood splatter on the wall behind him.
That's 480 a pound, I presume, in KD.
For number 2, yeah.
KD, I presume 480 a pound, which would be, we do everything here in kgs, so that'd be 960 a kg.
Yeah, but that's the Canadian dollar.
Yeah. I'm just going to get the
Well,
flathead screwdriver.
It's about equal to what we get over here, I guess. But
1 pound of copper for 1 gallon of gasoline.
hey, that
sounds
would be
about
a good
right
trade.
now.
That would be a good trade.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
hand in your
gallons
copper and
for
fill up
2
your
hours.
car.
Do you ever notice that the price of metals, at least in the U.S., seem to follow the gas prices?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it goes for everything. Even
higher-
buying bread over here has gone up. Everything has gone up.
Hey, Gil, the higher the gas
Jack,
price,
why are you out of focus? The camera's out of focus.
Shark.
I know it's out of focus. I'm working on it.
I think
He's
he's
on it
doing
right
that on
there.
purpose.
Forget about it.
Sharky, you're not that ugly, buddy.
That's why I'm out of focus.
Is it not? Is it when I was autofocus job is?
It's supposed to have an autofocus.
It's supposed
does.
to be.
From a distance.
There you go, I'm out of focus now. It's electronic scrapper. That's definitely one viable alternative. Well, you could Basically, a petrol engine, anything that's flammable can be used to burn. So ethanol is a potential, alternative fuel to petroleum spirit.
Well, ethanol has its issues as well.
And
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
It isn't worth it.
Yeah, but it's a step in the right direction. And we've got biodiesel, veg oil. In fact, I saw a
Veg oil.
petrol engine run on tangerine juice.
Well, electric is going pretty well over here because we don't need to drive that great distances. So if you get like 500 kilometers on a charge, you can drive back and forth to work all week and then have a charge in the weekend.
Isn't there several countries out your way that are mandating that they have to? They'll have 100% electric vehicles by 2030.
Well,
Yes,
it's not quite as simple as that. What it is in the UK, in 2030, they're going to ban the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles.
Okay, I knew there was something there.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not being done away with completely because that won't ever happen. It'll never happen.
No, because it's kind of like owning a horse. Back in the day before cars, everybody had horses to do all the work and to lug everything around. People still have horses, but for recreational purposes. So the petrol car or the gas-driven
Except
car
the
will,
Amish. Except the
Yeah, I
Amish.
was going to say, mention the Amish.
except certain what was it? What's the word? Some exclusions may apply. So at some point, everybody will be having either some new type of energy source or electric, but some people will still have petrol cars that are for recreational purposes, stuff like that. It's like an extra car, like a
They really
classic.
need to dial in the battery technology.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing
extracting
is,
hydrogen from water.
yeah, that stuff, that too.
That's the holy grail.
Yeah. And people always complain, well, there's very few charging stations, stuff like that. The funny thing is that over 30% of all charging stations in Europe are actually in the Netherlands. So
It doesn't do any of us any good.
no, but we are pretty ahead of the rest of Europe. So at some point, other countries will follow for that.
We'll
And,
catch up. Yeah.
Once the infrastructure is there, it's the same with the telephone. The telephone lines were very uncommon in the beginning. It took like 30 years from the beginning till just about 99% of everyone had a phone in the world. And the funny thing for internet. Within 3 years, the internet had more users than the telephone had in the first 30 years.
Yeah,
So-
people used internet a lot quicker than anything else.
Hey,
Yeah.
People use a phone line to connect.
Raphael,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why-
Back in the days of dial-up. Nowadays, it's a dedicated broadband connection.
Raphael, that's why Fiat's acronym is "Fix It Again," Tony.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Fix it again
You know what it
tomorrow.
actually stands for?
It's right up there with found on
actually
road
Italian,
dead.
but it translates to what is it?
I wonder how many they'll find on a Russian dump. Found on a Russian dump.
What it's translated from?
Hey, I drive a Ford Focus.
Italian car factory of Turin.
I'm
That's
sorry
what,
to hear that.
that's what it meant.
Oh, it's
That's
a
what it
great
means.
car. It's a great car. I love it. It's an estate. I can put a lot of stuff in there. It goes from A to B. It does what it says on the box.
And Ford,
Ford,
fix
innit?
or repair daily. Fix or repair daily.
Found on road dead.
I've had
I'm
very
talking
few
Fords.
problems so far.
This one you won't
It's
see in
only
the
got
States. Because GMC had the name Sierra.
I paid $999 for the car, and I had it for over 2 years now, so I'm good. And if it breaks down and it's no longer viable, I'll buy another one for like 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 if I go crazy, and then drive it for another couple of years.
Yeah, but you have your work van anyhow, so you don't
That's
do that
true.
much mileage.
That's true.
From an auto body standpoint, those Ford Focuses, they rust right out from underneath themselves really quick.
Well, Gil, you're at Rust Belt, aren't you? So everything rusts. You're lucky to get 10 years out of a car.
So, Ralph, am I doing the math right in my head? You spend more on a computer than you do on a car?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Sounds about right for Ralph.
Yes. Yes. A computer can do so much more. A car, the only function, it's a tool for going from A to B. It needs to be a certain size to put all your crap in or to transport enough people. And then the only difference that there is between cars for me is the size or the shape and the color. The rest is all the same to me. I don't care. Cars are tools for getting from A to B. And people complain about dents and scratches. A hammer is also a tool. How many scratches are on a hammer or on a couple of wrenches? Still does the job. If a car still goes from A to B and passes the, what's that thing called, that annual test?
The roadworthiness test.
MOT. If it passes the MOT, goes from A to B, there's no damage on the car.
Correct.
In the
I
state
really
of
don't care.
In
Well
the
said.
state of Pennsylvania, if your car has visible rust on it, it fails inspection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, that's rather harsh. You can have as much rust on your vehicle as you want up here in Maine. It's only when they start seeing holes in the body that they start saying, "No, we can't pass."
Or in the windshield.
Yeah, but there's a number of places here in the States where windshields are not required by law.
Oh, wow.
If you have a cracked windshield, you can remove the windshield and still drive your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, trouble is with a lot of modern cars, it's actually forms part of the structural strength. So if you take the glass out, you're actually taking strength out of it.
Here in Florida, they don't get upset about rust on your vehicle unless your duct tape is rusting.
Yeah.
Rust? Yeah, rust in
Tape is
Florida.
off the rust.
Plus, if you get an
All right.
car, you want
I
to.
think I'm gonna have somebody's gonna come through that door in a minute. I think.
No problem.
I bought my
Well, I
car
hope
with
you open it before.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope you open it for them.
Now she's walking the dog. Then she may come back out and walk through the door.
Now, did you know that you have all those $100 bills in there?
Oh yeah. 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 She don't care.
You're going to count them again tomorrow?
Just to be sure.
I'm gonna count them before I go in the house.
Right on.
I put them on the pile with the rest of them.
Hey, Bob, did you see the what the bank robber got away with today?
Yes, true. You still have to have wipers. No windshield.
Hey,
You have to have-
Kevin, you need to show Bob what you got away with today.
Yeah, and show him your mugshot next to it.
Oh boy.
I don't think he saw that.
Me? I got rid of my tractor today. My old tractor disappeared.
And it was replaced by.
Not yet.
John D.
It will be replaced by, but I got one of these.
By.
All you got?
And another
I take it wasn't running. It
Another one.
wasn't. Look at all them. I was be. Holy crap!
$100. Nothing about holy crap.
I got a few as well. This is my scrap money from. Look at all the pretty colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
look,
sorry, money, I don't.
the Euros are lovely. All them lovely little colours. Green,
Uh-oh.
browns.
She's going to be coming through that door in a minute.
It looks like toy money.
How come everybody else's country has currency that looks better than ours? I don't understand that.
It's because yours is all the shit.
It's because in America, you don't like to change something too much.
I also have a couple of dollars here.
Ralph in the Netherlands has dollar bills. He found them in
Yes.
the trash.
I found dollars in the trash. $21 found in the trash.
I only find trash in the trash. I have no luck.
Take that money off him there, Mrs. McGrath. Take it off him.
There you go.
There you go. Take the other the fee.
All right.
Take.
We're going to go plan for dinner, so I'm
No
going to say
problem, Kevin. Thanks for being
night
on.
all.
See
Hey,
you
and
later.
Kevin,
Good
Good
night.
week, Kevin.
Kevin,
Thank
enjoy
you.
your St.
Have a good
Patrick's
dinner.
meal.
Stay healthy. Yes. Early
Enjoy
St.
it.
Patrick's Day. Happy St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day.
Take it easy.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Man, that's coming up again soon. St. Patrick's
Thursday.
Day.
Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing corned beef hash this year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
You do know in Ireland we don't eat corned beef anymore.
Ring
Well, that's
anymore.
You guys just don't know how to be Irish. I mean, come on.
Like, people go, oh, we'll have a corned beef dinner to celebrate Ireland. We go, we haven't had corned beef in about 40 years in Ireland.
You see, you need to come to America so you can remember how to be Irish.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God. You wouldn't.
Yeah, when you have
You,
stuff like
you wouldn't get.
Bobby's
You
tea,
wouldn't get.
Dawn
If you went into a
Jones.
restaurant over here now, you wouldn't get corned beef as a meal anymore. Really, I don't think I've never seen it anywhere in a restaurant. We're more into our caviar now and stuff like that. We've really gone up in the world.
Oh my! Do you eat it with your pinky up?
Yes. We go, oh, it is true.
Afternoon
last
tea.
time I ate corned beef, I'd say I was about 7.
I take it it's not something you enjoy either.
No, well, we used to have it for, you'd have corned beef in your sandwiches. Ugh.
Oh,
I
nice
like
bit of
corned beef.
XP sauce. You're away.
Corned beef
Lovely.
sandwiches.
Now, I tell you what I got tired of eating was Braunschweiger.
Braunschweiger. What's Braunschweiger when it's at home?
I think it's whatever is left over from the pig that they don't know what to do with, and they shove it through a machine, and it comes
Sounds
out the other
German.
end. I
Oh,
mean,
it sounds German.
yeah, my mom's family was German, and Braunschweiger was just, it was a thing. And oh my God, I got so tired of Braunschweiger and mustard sandwiches. Oh, I think that's why to this day I don't like mustard or Braunschweiger.
Oh, do you not like mustard, no?
What was that?
Someone shouting at someone.
Yeah, that was Mrs. Shark. She was saying, "You never told me that." I'm in trouble now.
Uh-oh, you're
And
in trouble.
do you know now on St. Patrick's Day, you were saying there about corned beef. Will Americans eat corned beef as a celebration of St. Patrick's Day, or is it just you're making that up?
No, I'm serious, man.
And where
No,
do you,
it's a
like, do you
thing.
go down to your local butcher shop and go, can I order corned beef in? Or is it stocked as all year round, or is it something you just order in for St. Patrick's Day?
Something you can go down and get at the local store.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can get it any time of year. It's just,
Okay.
you know.
I think I've seen it in stores over here, corned beef, but I never bought it.
Mm. Don't. You won't like it.
It's not something I would want more than once a
It's
year.
funny you think it
I'll
does
just
not
say that
contain
much.
the corn.
Well, over here, we're not very corn oriented. There's very few things. What?
Well, it'd be interesting. I'll drop a Wikipedia link.
I don't know. We have very few things that have corn or are made of corn or have corn in it.
I think you need to look up
Has
corned
nothing
beef
to
and
do
see what
with
it's made
corn.
of. You need to see what corned beef is made of.
It's beef and corn.
I'll drop a Wikipedia link if that's all right.
So it's not then. Okay, so then the stuff I seen over here is not what you were talking about. Like I said, I have no idea what this is about. We don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day
No, because
or any other of those silly holidays.
Well,
well, you see,
apparently the Irish don't either.
well, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but St. Patrick's Day is not corned beef. It's Guinness.
It's Guinness. Okay. All
There
right.
you go.
That we have over here, but I still don't like it.
St. Patrick's Day is Guinness. Hey,
I'm gonna
Scorpion Horde
put
and
this fully
Tinkling Fun, welcome in. Sorry, I missed you coming in. We're having such a conversation there about corned beef and stuff like that.
I can't get over that Ralph is not corn oriented.
Nope, we're not
Over
corn
here,
oriented.
the more Irish dinners over here will be what we call bacon and cabbage, just bacon and cabbage. So you'd have your cabbage boiled, and you'd have your bacon
Cabbage.
boiled, and that would be a traditional Irish dinner more than corned beef will be. And again, Irish stew would be another big dinner over here. Corned beef wouldn't be something that. So on St. Patrick's Day, a lot of people will have bacon and cabbage, or they'll have an Irish stew or something like that.
Now,
Yeah.
your bacon, is your bacon like Canadian bacon? Is
No,
it
it's big. It's big. It's proper bacon. Like, it's not them streaky bacon that you have. It's like a lump of bacon, and it's put
a
into a
lump
pot
of bacon?
and it's boiled.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. That's what it's
Lump
called.
of bacon. Got it.
Just
Hey.
depends on how thick the slice is.
Oh, it's really
I like
thick.
all
like,
sorts
it's
of bacon.
It's a big lump of bacon, like.
Yeah, we have those over here, or you
Yeah.
get the small
Hi,
strips.
Raphael.
Depends on what you use them for.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Bacon and cabbage. It's a great combination. See, I think Raphael is Irish. He likes the bacon and cabbage.
Cabbage.
Well, as we call it over here, they call it bubble and squeak.
Bubble and squeak. Okay.
Yeah. Bubble and squeak.
Why is it everyone talks about pizza? We're not talking about pizza.
Did you hear about the Irishman who got caught by the cannibals?
I actually
heard
just
about
I
You've
just
told
finished
us
my
talk
pizza.
about-
Oh, I'm not
50
telling it. I'm
times.
not telling it. Right,
You've told
forget
me
it.
about 50 times now.
Forget it. I won't tell it. That's
you
a
know-
much a dead promise.
You know, the thing about bacon is you can put it on one of parked out the cars and the car will taste good. You know, I mean, that's bacon, right? You can put it on anything and it's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, that is very true.
Vanilla ice cream and bacon. Mm.
Oh, it's awesome, man. It is awesome.
I wouldn't go that far.
Actually,
Bacon-
I've had
bacon
that and it's
cake.
good.
Bacon flavour ice cream.
Don't judge.
Yeah, but in America, you celebrate St. Patrick's Day like a way bigger than we would even celebrate it. It's like massive in America.
It's like Valentine's Day. It's also
Oh, it's huge. Like, well,
it's
except
all
this year now,
commercialized.
well, this year they've asked them, like, usually they'd would say the Statue of Liberty would be turned green. Well, it's turning green anyhow with all the copper. But
Yeah, so
It's supposed to.
they usually turn them green, and they usually have the river in Chicago turned green, and they'll have the Empire State Building turned green. But this year, the Irish government have asked them not to do it because they want them to turn it with the Ukraine colours instead.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, if you mix blue and yellow, you get green.
yeah. So they've asked people, because they usually pay, the Irish government will pay to have the buildings turned green, you know. But this year the money is going to be used, instead of promoting the Irish tourism or whatever, it's to promote what's happening in Ukraine. So
Yeah, and if it's blue and
Cool.
if it's blue and yellow, and people complain, then you say it's still green. Colors just haven't mixed yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't think too many people complain now if the buildings are turned blue and yellow. If they do, they have nothing for complaining about, have they?
No, I don't think.
They don't have much to complain about.
Yeah, I think folks will be on board with that.
Yeah,
Most should. Yeah.
yeah.
So
No,
Irish,
I'm sure there'll be
yeah,
still certain buildings will turn green, but it'd be good to see them all turn the Ukraine colours instead.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what? Now I was just thinking. So, like, Solers is a vegan, right? So if she was to, she could wrap bacon around an asparagus spear, right? Would that work?
I don't think you're allowed any meat if you're a vegan.
Well, we have a bacon wrapped asparagus thingy over here. Oh, and I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
Probably a work one, telling him tomorrow all his work he has to catch up on.
I don't
So how
think
much
it's a loophole to use bacon as a topping and or garnish for vegans. I
No?
could be
Oh.
wrong.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, so how are you getting on with your scrapping, Bob? how is it going for you? Catching up on a lot, or have you much stuff to scrap out?
Yeah, I've been catching up. I got a washer and dryer sitting over there waiting for me to attack it. I've got some computer stuff. I'll show you. Just got some junk over here that I'm working on. Got that washer and dryer over there. I get a whole bunch of stuff from this RV dealership. They give me a whole ton of stuff like every other week. And yeah, trying to get more RV dealerships because
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, most of it's aluminum and copper. Y'all.
Yeah, it's good. It's good if you can go one place and collect a lot of stuff rather than have to go 4 or 5 different places to get your scrap. It's good if you can get it all in kind of one spot.
Absolutely.
You know.
So I went to one of the local RV dealers near the shark cage, and the mechanic looked at me and he said, "What are you talking about? That's my bonus, man. You can't have that."
There are some places that have people already on the inside.
Hey, E-Waste Mike, welcome in. How are you doing, E-Waste Mike?
How you doing, Mike?
What up, Mike?
Yeah, a lot of places. If there's any guy at all, it's cute enough in there. He know what to hold on to himself if he's smart enough. You know, he know that there's value in some of the scrap that's thrown out.
Well, and I also found out when I was talking to the manager of the cell phone tower company, he also apologized to me because he said they found out that, even though they had told all their crews that the scrap was supposed to come back to me, they found that a couple of the guys on their crews were actually stealing the scrap and keeping it for themselves.
Yeah, because they go, well, if we're bringing this scrap to someone, that means he's making money. So there's money in this stuff.
Yeah, so he said, yeah, we're kind of sorry about that. That we didn't mean for that to happen. Well, but it's also they're stealing from the company because I was paying the company for the scrap.
Yeah, exactly. The company were getting money out of it. It'd be a different thing if you were getting it for free. Then the employees would be saying, well, we're not stealing from the company. We're just not giving it to the shark.
Yeah.
There's a solar farm just up the street from me that is they're building it out right now, and the foreman has told me that there's going to be a point where they're going to start building up scrap and stuff like that. And they've told me that when they're ready, they'll call me and I can have any of the excess metals or wires or anything else. So
very cool.
And it's a big farm. So
what do the seeds look like that they have to plant in order to grow a solar panel?
Yeah,
very metallic, my friend. And yeah, they stick to a magnet quite well. Some
always
don't.
A smart arse, isn't there?
They grow into beautiful solar flowers that bring the local community.
Hold on a second, Gil. What are you drinking? Is that a Pepsi?
Yes, sir.
Oh well, I have to do my Coca-Cola. If you show Pepsi, I have to show Coke to balance it out.
Is this an anti-Pepsi channel? I am so sorry.
No, it's not an anti-Pepsi channel. It's that divide. You know how you have your Coke and your Pepsi divide. Let's see on this panel who drinks Coke and who drinks Pepsi. I drink Coke. Shark, Coke. Which is your preferred?
Coke.
Ralph?
Coke, mostly, because Pepsi doesn't really sell over here.
Bob, we know.
But I do drink Pepsi.
Okay, but which would you prefer?
Coke.
Okay.
Coca-Cola,
Bob's Pepsi, and I know he's going to say Iron Brew, but we're not allowing that. He has to pick between Coke and Pepsi.
You're wrong. I know if I have to pick one or t'other, so it's going to be Pepsi.
Oh, so I'm sorry, Bob, you lose 3-2.
It's 60-40. That's not bad.
What's called is Scrapper Dave is Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper as well, but it's not as popular here in Ireland.
I'm Iron Brew at the moment.
Pepper as well.
You're on the 7
nice, unique flavor.
Yeah, because it's cheap.
I like Dr. Pepper. Pepsi and Electronic Scrapper. Coke for Bruce.
I like RC Cola
Who's made
too.
as a Pepsi. Anyone else want to put in what they drink there? We can see. But at the moment, Coke is still on top.
Who cares?
I don't know. I think you should put out an actual poll, Scrapping Irish.
I think I
Yeah.
should, shouldn't I? Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
you
I'd put up an old poll there. Let me go over to YouTube there.
But so here's the one that I never understood. Somebody that drinks diet caffeine-free Coke or Pepsi. It's like, well, then why don't you just have water?
Hi, what are you saying? I drink Coke Zero. No sugar.
Yeah, but it's got caffeine, right?
It's got caffeine, but no sugar.
Yeah, all right then.
I've tried all those. I've tried the zeros and the diets and all that. I just can't do it. They get this, all of them have this weird aftertaste.
I agree. Yeah. The only kind of diet that Coke had that I could take that I didn't mind was it was in a green can, and they used
Life.
stevia.
Coke Life, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coke Life.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, and they used stevia instead of the fructose, and I liked that. That had a really good flavor. I enjoyed that, but they don't make it anymore.
They had that here for a very short time, but it didn't sell, I think.
They had it here in Ireland as well. It didn't really sell either. It was one that didn't take off. Just on that.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Sullers. That's kind of why I just drink a regular. I don't drink a lot of soda anyway, so I figure, you know what? If I'm gonna be bad and have a soda, I might as well just be bad.
That's kind of my thought too. I don't drink more than one can of soda a day.
Oh, I drink 3 or 4. I'd be lying if I didn't tell the truth.
It wasn't always like that. I used to drink a couple of 2 liters a day at one point. I had to cut down.
Huh, I was right.
That's where
Bob,
I
you
got
drink
all
that-
my hydration.
You're drinking that Mio stuff too, aren't you?
Yes. Fruit punch and iced tea and berry lemonade.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It's not bad.
that Mio's good. I like that. That's good stuff.
It's a nice alternative.
Because you can make it as strong or as weak as you want, and
Yeah.
you-
Because I can't drink straight up water. I just can't. I have to.
Speaking of the seeds of those solar towers, this is how they start out. Metal flower.
Beautiful.
This actually from a video game that I'm playing now. There's metal flowers that you find all around the world, and you have to figure out how to activate them.
Did that poll show up? It didn't show up at all, that poll I put up. Where's my poll gone?
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, guys, start voting.
All right.
If it lets you.
You should
See
put
if I
in
can do this.
Coca-Cola instead of Coke.
Ah, well.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this on my phone. No, I can't do it on my phone. So you're going to have to add one.
Nope.
Oh,
Somebody clicked the wrong button.
he did that so he could go vote for Pepsi 3 or 4 times.
Ah, that's it.
Oh, something else is winning. Coke is winning at the moment. Oh no, something else is still in the head. So it looks like it's
Well, something else is a pretty broad category.
I know.
Come on.
Basically anything else.
anti-gas, but I'm just going to look between Coke and because some people don't drink either Coke or things, so what's fair to them not to have a vote. So I'm giving everyone a chance to have a vote.
Look, the vote has been cast.
So yeah, it looks like it's if it was a vote between Coke and Pepsi, Coke was going to win. Coke is actually winning at is 40, the same as something else. So both of them are 40%. Now it's gone down 36% Coke, 36% something else, 7% Pepsi. So it looks like between Coke and Pepsi, it was going to be a Coke win. Yeah, he's gone off now, and he's gone into about 4 or 5 different devices to have a rake of votes for Pepsi. He's ringing all his friends. Quick, run over and vote Pepsi. My sponsorship deal will be over if I don't get it.
Okay, so because you did the poll, I went ahead and gave you a thumbs up.
Oh, thanks. If I didn't do the poll, I wouldn't have got the thumbs up.
You got to earn it, man. Come on.
Raphael always has a poll up on his one. I kind of never bother with polls. I just, when he said do it tonight, I said I'd do it for the fun.
He forgot it yesterday, though.
Did he? I thought he had a poll up.
You see what Bob, look what Bob put down there.
Commit me and Harry Fingers. I accidentally voted for Cork and then got kicked out. That's what you get for voting against your sponsors. Anyways, Michael's one giving you a call tomorrow, Shark.
Yeah, no worries.
So, has the poll finished? Have we finished the poll? I think we have. What did it? Oh, hold on. Oh, Coke and Pepsi are 31% each, and something else is 38%. I think there's people cheating. I guarantee you, Bob has cheated. He got all his family to vote for Pepsi.
Well, but they have to be up on the stream to vote, and I haven't seen the stream numbers go crazy yet.
But only 13 people voted. Come on, there's 33 people watching. Where's the rest of your votes?
I mean, this is a very important question we're dealing with here, people. The future of the free world depends on this.
The next one we're going to do is pineapple on pizza.
Hold on now. I'll do the opening of the Coke just so you know. See that sound? Oh, that sound of the Coke opening. That definitely has to get a vote for
I'm
Coke.
kind of annoyed because I don't have any Coke left. I had my last bit yesterday. Meh.
And you like that cherry Coke stuff, don't you?
Yes.
I don't mind cherry Coke either.
That's pretty good stuff.
I wasn't gone on the vanilla Coke when they brought it out.
No, that's disgusting.
I've seen them both Coca-Cola t-shirts.
Absolutely no pineapple on pizza. I'll have to put that up in a minute. We'll have to do a poll for pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
I love Pizza Hawaii. Or
Bob
Toasty
needs
Hawaii.
the link now, man. I think when you put the poll up, it took the link down.
Yeah, you can't
did
see
it?
the link if there's a poll.
Oh, right, okay. I'll take that poll down. So we'll finish it up. So it's
Coke
a tie,
wins.
31% each for Coke and Pepsi, and 38% was for something else. So we'll take down that poll. End poll.
Not just because you don't like the results.
The link is there. No, I don't mind the results. It was 31% each. It was a draw. It was a pretty 50-50 kind of thing. But
neither were the winner.
Yeah.
Something else was way ahead.
Yeah, but something else could be tinned. It could be some person could be tea. Someone could be coffee. Someone could be 7-Up. Someone could be things. So it doesn't really count. I just put it up to give people an option of not voting for either if they don't like either. Hey, there he is. Welcome back, sir. So it was a 31% draw between Pepsi and Coke. Now,
All right.
So how many people did you get to vote for you? How many
Nobody.
devices did you run around and press?
I was having technical difficulties the whole time.
Testicle difficulties. What?
There's the
We'll be
T-shirt. the
right
Coca-Cola.
back.
Yeah, but it didn't say Coke, it says something else.
Enjoy.
Oh yeah, I think I'll see it. Oh my God!
Well done.
Oh my God!
It's like the McDonald's one where the M is basically a woman laying on her back with her legs like that, and then says I'm loving it.
Oh.
I bet she is.
Sick people.
There was actually a 10-year-old with that shirt on. He didn't notice.
Damn it! Someone
Irish.
get me to the board. They've taken the board
Don't
off
worry
this one
about the
already. On me.
silent ones.
Not looking
That's
for
cheating. They stole the board from you.
They stole the board. Someone
They
took
stole
the
it
board
from
off.
us.
So maybe they had another faulty hard drive where the board was where the hard drive was inside okay, but the board was faulty, and they just swapped them over. I don't know.
I wonder if that would actually work.
Well, it should do if it's the same brand, same model.
Yeah, I guess. Never tried it.
Hmm.
You've got to get exact same model.
Yeah. Well, this came from a computer crowd, so the chances are they'd have plenty of the same models. So if there's a few faulty ones, they might do what Raphael said to do. They might do a repair thing and take what was faulty on one board,
Transport the logic board.
swap them over.
Yeah.
So if they had a bad batter, but had a good board on the other one, they'd swap them over.
I've seen what someone's put chat.
I used to be
I've got
partial to
D&B.
Dandelion and burdock. I don't even know what that is.
You've never heard of it? Oh.
No.
You haven't lived.
What is it? Like I presume it's a cocktail, is it?
No, it's not. It's
A what?
it's a fizzy drink.
Oh, okay.
Right,
heard of
What's it called again?
Dandelion and burdock.
And is it
Okay.
still available over there? Can you buy it in the shops, or is it no longer available? Because it
It's
doesn't
still
sound like
available
something
somewhere.
doesn't sound like something that's too nice.
I'll be back in a minute, Irish.
No problem.
Yoki hokey.
Ordering pizza and have a sore tongue and don't care.
I shall drop in the link. Wikipedia link for dandelion and burdock.
How have you never heard of it? I've never heard of it, Saunders. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
Either or either. Which?
Either or either. Or neither.
Or neither.
Neither.
Or neither.
Yeah.
You weird
Root
islanders.
beer and sarsaparilla.
We pronounce everything differently over here.
Actually, there was an Irish recipe.
For what?
I mean, it originated here, but there was a. I'm just looking here in. So look, bars do it. So and there's a country.
I must have to screw in somewhere.
It's a sarsaparilla.
Damn hard drives. There must be another screw in it somewhere. 2 hidden screws in this one. Damn them.
Sneaky bastards.
Yeah. Like usually just one hidden screw in the hard drive when you pull off the sticker. So I pulled off the bottom part of the sticker and I found the one that was under the sticker, but they have another one further up.
Surprise.
Yeah. What has he got? What are you eating, Shark?
All this talk of food.
I have my Pringles. Hey, my green tub of Pringles.
There's transparent Pringles.
Yeah, the cheese and onion flavor. You know when you go to different countries and you have different flavors of Pringles. You know what I found was the oddest flavor was tomato ketchup and Italy seems to love it so for some reason. In Italy they love tomato ketchup Pringles.
Oh yeah, I've had those. Those are not bad.
We don't have them here at all in Ireland.
I
Not
tried.
available.
Pringles are expensive.
€2. No, I got 3 packs for €5 today, so that was less than €2 pack today. So good value today.
You'll get actual Pringles for less than £1.50.
Yeah, but have you noticed the size of the tubs have got smaller. They're only 165 grams,
Oh,
where they used to be 190 grams.
That does not
Oh, really?
surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
Me neither.
No, I get the Aldi version, which is about 79p.
Yeah, but
Let
they're
me
not
check.
Pringles.
Ah, they do good
They
enough.
don't taste anything like Pringles.
Exactly.
Pin.
These are 165 grams, I think.
Yeah, but they used to be 190 grams here in Ireland up until about 2 months ago, and then they changed.
Oh,
to-
really? These are really old, so.
Yeah, they kept the price the same, but give you a smaller amount.
It's an
Oh, that's how
illusion to
they-
hide inflation.
Yeah. You know?
Should be giving more for less. That's what it should
Well,
be
see,
doing.
everyone goes, "Oh, Pringles didn't go up in price." No, they didn't, but they give you less. So technically, they did go up.
But they
in
do
price.
that with more products, I think.
Yeah.
They
I'll
just
be back.
they keep
And then they say, "Oh,
the,
we kept them at the same price. There was no increase in the
the
Pringles."
package is the same size. But they have been 165 over here for a very long time because
No, these
I've had
190
most of these
were-
Pringles cans for a couple of years, and they all say
Here we go.
100.
I have the example for you here. Have a look. Here's the old packet of Pringles that I used to have because I used them for collecting stuff in. So there is the size difference. Da, da, da. So one is taller. Both of them are at the bottom together, but the top one, the pink one, is a taller.
Oh yeah, this one says 175. Oh, this is the fake one.
No, actually, the old one used to be, see there, 200 grams.
Really?
The old Pringles used to be 200 grams, and now they're gone to 165 grams, taking
Most of-
25 grams away from me.
Most of these cans are like over 2 years old. Some of them maybe even 3 years old. So
Oh, no.
they all say 165 grams.
So you've been conned for a long time.
I guess.
So you need to weigh up some Pringles and tell us how many Pringles that is that you're getting gypped out of.
Yeah, how many Pringles weighs 25 grams? I wonder. I'll have to get a scales and weigh them up.
We have been bamboozled,
Goddamn big corporate.
swindled.
Big corporate again doing us. I cannot have Pringles unless you can get gluten-free. What is this gluten-free you speak of? Because up till about 10 years ago, there was no such thing as gluten-free.
Yeah, it's something that they've noticed fairly recently. But 10
Yeah,
years
I
ago,
know.
it was already a thing. I
Yeah,
know.
but,
20 years
no.
ago, it was already a thing. At least over
Now,
here.
I'm not saying that gluten thing is. Some people do suffer from gluten, but the amount of people that are gone gluten-free now is not the amount of people that suffer from gluten issues. It's a trend for some people. Oh yeah, I'm gluten-free. I'm
Lost Bob
not
again.
saying Crypto that
Lost
you
Skills again.
are, but he's gone again. It's like certain things people jump on. Oh yeah, I'm gluten-free, and no, they don't need to be gluten-free. They have no issue with gluten, and other people do have issues with gluten. I think some people, if they eat gluten, they get very tired and bloated from it. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure, but Crypto can let me know. He's back. He's in the basement and he's wandering around. That
My
looked
wife couldn't get one of my
a nice
dogs
day
in.
outside, Bob. It looked like he had a nice
Yes.
sunny day.
It's freezing cold outside, but and windy.
All right, because it looked when you were going around, the sky looked nice and clear.
Yeah, for the most part, it's clear. It's just windy. Sky was being stubborn. She didn't want to come in for Melissa, so she wanted me to call her in.
So, did you get much scrapping done out there?
Oh, yeah.
Connor, did you bring any scrapping back in with you, or did you have it all in the shed with you? He's not listening.
No.
Whoa, me?
No, not you.
Oh, because I wasn't listening either.
Oh, to the basement. To the basement with you.
To the basement with you!
I'm soon about to start on my small little hard drive bloody hard drive from the laptops. I hate them. They're just annoying. Anything to do with laptops is annoying.
Yes.
You know what you do with laptops?
Throw them. Do like what Ralph done with the printers that time. Just throw them straight into the skip.
Or as
am-
Mike would, as
I
Mike
am
would
getting a
do
nice
it,
collection of neodymium together here.
neodymium mountain.
So, Shark, how many times would you go to the scrapyard in a week? Do you go more just once a week, or will you do 2 or 3 trips a week?
Oh, I'm doing at least 2 or 3.
Okay.
That's awesome.
No, I've lost my screwdriver. Here it is. You can.
And they really like
Well, as a
they really like when Mrs. Shark has been baking.
Say again, sorry.
The guys at the yard really like when Mrs. Shark has been baking.
Oh, do you bring buns and everything to them?
Oh yeah.
You're like the teacher's pet. You're just keeping in with them to get the better prices.
I bet I don't get better prices.
They let them off with something. You see, there might be something there that isn't fully cleaned off properly, and they just go. They're about to say, "Oh, you're going to," and then she takes out a bone and don't worry about it.
Yeah, that aluminum looks clean to me. Yeah, that's extruded. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. When they get another tasty bun off them.
Oh, rat Shark. I think I accidentally put that in as number 1 copper. Oh well.
It was I put in my coaster to make a magnet coaster for my plumber contact. All right, cool enough. So she uses all her neodymiums to make coasters. And when say now, Shark, you did strip these out and you were bringing them to your scrapyard. Would they check to make sure there was no magnetic material in them, or will they just take your word on it?
No, back when I used to do that, I just threw it in the cat's bucket, and they didn't bother checking it.
Yeah, because I take out like the magnetic the screws on the side and everything just to make sure it's perfectly clean for them.
Yeah, no, they weren't
Keep them
worried about
happy.
that.
Keep them happy. Don't want to upset them. I don't get much money for them anyway. I don't know why I do it.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
I spilled salsa on my shirt.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Flip it off.
The dog. Where's the dog? Clean up in aisle 2. Clean up in aisle 2.
I don't know if you can see her head, but she's right there with her head tucked underneath the arm of my chair.
Oh, she knows you're talking about her. She's having a look up.
Oh, she's a fine dog.
Yes, she is.
How long have you that dog now?
13 years, I think.
All right.
Wow.
So you brought her down from the cold climate down to the warm climate as well.
Oh yeah.
Did she take time to adapt to the temperature change? Was she like when she got with all the heat during the summer there and that? Was she out of breath all the time and just lying around? Or
No,
was
she was fine.
She was fine straight away. Because if I went
Yeah.
anywhere hot, it takes me about a week to acclimatize.
So this was one of these. She was one of the. Her parents were Blue Ribbon show dogs, breeder in Connecticut. They ribbons all over the place, right, from their show dogs. But Lulu was one of the cast-offs. Yeah, the breeder had decided that she was never going to be a quality show dog, and so we were able to get her for a
She was
song
the
and a
runt
dance.
of the litter.
Well, and we wanted a small golden anyway, so yeah, so we also got the runt of the litter.
Now I'm onto these bloody laptop ones. What have they got in there? Tiny, tiny little Phillips.
Oh, those things are obnoxious as all get out.
And I don't have one of them little screwdrivers up with me. I thought I had, but I don't. Damn it.
So
Damn
my
it.
yard,
IDE ones.
my yard will take those as hard drives with boards.
Okay, so you don't need to take them off at all.
Yeah.
Well, does board sort give you a price on them? Is there a special price on them, or is it just low grade board or whatever?
That would, well, if you took the board off, it would be a low grade board because it has a SATA connection, right?
Yeah. No, this one has the little pins on the end. Can't really see it, can you? Can't see the gold pins. Can you? There you go, gold pins.
Oh,
Oh, is that IDE?
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't those worth more?
if they're IDEs, yeah, those would be high grade.
Yeah.
I thought that was, when you held it up before, I thought it was a SATA.
So they have all the gold pins for the IDEs on the end of it. So you get a bit higher price off board sort for them.
Got an IDE drive.
But those tiny little Torx screws can be a real pain, so I usually just leave them on and sell it as a hard drive with the board on.
Well, there's an IDE laptop hard drive.
Piles of the dirty little things to do. And they all
Who's
have
over
pins.
10 gig is that?
This one is what is this one? This one is 160 gigabyte. But that's got the new type SATAs on it. This first one was doesn't say. Hard drive 2 D10.
And this one's slightly bigger. 20 gig.
I can't find anything on this one to say what size it is. This one is. Oh my god, I've got a huge one here. A SATA 6 gigabyte.
6 gigabyte. Wow.
SATA.
Is that a hard? Is that a hard drive?
It's a tiny one for a laptop.
This is a SATA one.
What?
This is 120 gig.
Oh no, it's not. Sorry, I'm incorrect. I lied. It's 6 gigabytes per second transfer rate.
Oh yeah, I was about to say SATA came out
Yeah.
when drives were over 40 gigs already.
Yeah. So it's actually a 750 gigabyte when I went down further. So that's quite a large one for a SATA. For a laptop, 750 gig. Another 750 gig.
Yeah.
Another.
Quite a bit of e-waste here.
Don't know what.
For RAM.
Oh, in the salsa, just give me a couple of minutes.
Another. Don't know
Certainly
what.
everything new in DDR2.
You're welcome.
DDR1 CPU.
And this one is 160 gigabyte, but it's
Now
only
she's-
got
now she's torn.
What'd you say? Oh, she's talking to his wife.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
I was saying, what did you say? Yeah, some of these have transfer rates of 6 gigabytes per second, and some of them are then down to only 3 gigabytes per second.
Motor.
I'm just seeing if there's any unusual brand or anything, but they're not. They're all kind of either Seagate or Western Digital, Toshiba.
I've been looking all over for that.
What's in these pile?
It's great. You guys are scrapping away and I'm just sitting here eating.
I never heard of this brand. This is HGST. Never heard of them. Ralph?
HGST?
Yeah. Did you ever hear that brand, HGST?
Isn't that a Hitachi
Is it?
segment?
Well, it's www.hgst.com is
Parky
the
will look it
website. So, Cardnest, find out who they are. It's nice big hard drive, 750 gig for laptops.
Later on, Raphael. Take care, man.
Oh,
Hey, Raphael.
digital.
Here, Raphael.
Later.
It's actually
Brand,
his
never heard of it.
website.
Yeah, it's a brand name. HDST Ultrastar.
Yeah, so
I remember seeing
I
them.
think they've
I've
been
never
bought
bought
by
them.
Western Digital because
Were they?
HGST
They're Japanese.
is redirected to westerndigital.com.
All right, because they're a Japanese made hard drive.
Okay. I
And
found
then-
here a 14 terabyte disc that is 284 euros. It's not bad.
No, that's not bad for 14 terabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
And then I have a Travel Star here, which is made by IBM. Some of these brand names to come up with. Another HGST, Seagate. This one's just got a big return sticker on it. Return.
To send
HGST. There's a lot of HGST ones. I wouldn't be too fond of buying them.
I think it's a budget brand.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of them returned.
taken over by Western Digital.
Yeah. Hitachi and what's this one called? Hitachi as well. So a couple of different Hitachis there. I think it's time for my break. Let's see what's been happening in the chat. Sorry guys, I've been ignoring the chat when I was checking them hard drives. Let's see what's happening. Who's in there? Did I miss anyone coming in?
Global Storage Technologies. Yeah, it was acquired by. It was formed through its acquisition of IBM's disk drive business. It was acquired by Western Digital in 2012.
Okay.
But
Take care, Mike. Talk with you later.
Operates independently.
Hey,
Take
Elias,
care,
Mike,
you
take
all.
it easy. Get back to work, Mike. Get back to work.
Later, Mike.
See you later, Mike.
Oh,
Bless
there
you.
it is. Sorry, that just it kept hanging and lingering, and all of a sudden it was there. It was kind of like Christmas. It's over like.
When I have a sneeze that I can't get out, I look up at the light.
Yeah, look up.
I always scratch my forehead or my eyebrows or somewhere in yeah, and then it stimulates the
Anyone wants neodymium magnets?
thingamajigger.
Anyone want magnets? I have a pile.
This is
Free
still
to
a
go
good one.
home. And platters, free to go home.
Platters free to a good home.
You ever see that when you see people are getting rid of animals, like free to a good home?
What?
That's what they put in the ads here, like a cat or a dog or whatever, free to a good home.
Oh yeah.
I know somebody was offering a German Shepherd free to a good home. Eats anything, especially fond of children.
That ad wasn't worded correctly, was it? Huh? I have a 2 terabyte.
Oh, that one about that old English sheepdog. Somebody's offering an old English sheepdog. It's had about 20 owners in last month.
Wow.
Yeah, it can't pay.
So my wife got really upset with me when we were leaving Guam. We had this cat that we ended up adopting. It just actually it adopted us. Anyway, as we were getting ready to leave the island, we had to get rid of the cat. So I put an ad in the paper, said free to a good home or Vietnamese restaurant.
Probably dogs come soon.
She was not very happy with me.
No. Hey, Ralph?
Oh, love you too, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He always says that.
Yeah. That's the Mike we all know and love.
Hey, Bob, what are you scrapping out exactly there? Show us what you're scrapping out.
Right now, just a remote.
Oh.
I just finished scrapping out a DVD player.
Cool enough. Just wondering what you're scrapping out there. And when you scrap out that remote now, what do you keep out of that remote? What are you looking for?
Just the board. That's all it's worth.
That's all
keeping.
there is.
Yeah.
Because but I was wondering because usually the boards are pretty low on the remotes we have here. You might get one IC chip on it, and that's about it.
Some might have gold in them.
Yes, like what you found.
Yeah, I found 2 of them in like the 40 that I scrapped out.
Yeah, I used to find them on the Philips. You know the sound bars Philips used to make, like the sound
Yeah.
bars. The remote control for them usually had gold in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a
so
whole
that's-
lot of nothing in that.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
There's
no
a lot
kidding.
in that. Like,
Yeah, usually the
yeah,
I
there's
take
not
the
even-
LED sometimes, but yeah.
Underneath that little blob of black, there'll usually be a bit of gold under there. If you can get that
Yeah,
blob off.
Tiny chip.
I think this is like a $5 like universal remote control you get at like Walgreens or something.
Yeah. Made in China.
Everything's made in China.
Yep.
Everything is made in China.
So I was, I had to go out to pick something up today. As I was driving back, I saw a water heater on the side of the road. And it's not a bulk pickup day in that neighborhood. So I stopped and I went and asked the homeowner if they were getting rid of it. And they said, yeah, sure. And so I go to load it up and they said, oh, and by the way, it still works.
Yeah.
That's always what they say. It still
Yeah.
works.
If anyone says that to me, I go, oh yeah, that's great. I know when I'm going home, I ain't doing anything with it, but just smashing it open.
As you're heaving it in the back of your truck, it still works. Okay. Woo!
Yeah. They were
Need
telling me
to,
that
need to
they
cut it in half, otherwise it doesn't fit.
So they were telling me that they decided to go with a tankless water heater, and so that's why they were getting rid of this one, even though it still works. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I've never had that much fun loading a water heater in my life. I had 3 people helping me load that thing.
Oh,
I mean, it was
you didn't do water heater dance, no?
No water heater dance, man. It was just into the truck, boom.
No water heater dance. How much to scrap
Those
out
are
here?
the dance.
Yeah. There's actually some floor now.
Yeah, look at all that.
Scrapping,
floor
Tinkering
too.
Fun was saying it looks a bit more tidy. Well, I am starting to scrap out, so there's stuff a bit more on the floor again. But I'll put that aside when I'm done. And there's
Look
even
at all
more
that floor.
more floor behind the wall here, which you cannot see. The couch is now accessible without me having to jump over boxes.
And are you doing
Looks
any
good,
3D
Ralph.
printing at all now, Ralph? Or have you?
No,
just not-
that's still set up over here. I still have the blue tarp over it for my sculpture thingamabob. Once the other desk is all cleaned up, then I'm going to start doing some more 3D printing, and with the prints I then make, I will do more metal casting. So right now I'm at the level of I have no more fucks left to give. I have reached 0 fucks, so I'm getting rid of everything. And when that's done, back to business, hopefully.
Back to business. Back to doing some casting.
Yes, because I've been hoarding scrap for way too long, and I now have so much that I can probably never melt all of it. What is that?
That seems to be like a copper color on one side and aluminium the other side, but it's probably just aluminium.
Yeah.
You know, it's not magnetic, but it's like a copper color on one side. So I might. Put
I fold those up so that the copper sticks on the outside, and then
Yeah.
drop it in the number 2 copper.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to say, for the fun of it, I'll make sure the copper side is looking out the way. When
I have many heat sinks out of computers that are actually aluminium, but they have a copper color coating over them. I just drop those in with number 2 copper. Same as for a lot of the aluminium wire that has copper coating over it.
So what's the
stuff.
real reason for tidying your apartment up?
What? Because it was
What's the
full?
real reason? Come on.
No, I had enough of it. That was it. It's worse than Ian's shed and Everyday Solar shed and E-Waste Mike's basement combined. And it was
Oh
not.
my
That
God.
wasn't. It was not. It's not a shed or a basement. It's my living space. It was completely full. It really had. It was getting so bad. And if I ever have anyone over, they're gonna think that I'm a literal hoarder, which I'm not, because I'm actually throwing stuff away and working on stuff. But I stopped picking up stuff for the last couple of months now.
We believe you, thousands wouldn't.
Yeah.
I have a question for Bob when he's there. Bob, have you know, for a while there you hadn't put many videos out on your channel, but lately you've been putting videos out more regularly again. Have you noticed it's starting to grow again, your channel, or is it just staying much the same? How are you finding it since you've started doing videos again regularly?
It is growing, but it's not growing very quickly.
Okay.
So my main issue is I can't get out. Like a lot of people like the hunt when you're out street scrapping or dumpster diving at night or things of that nature.
Yeah.
I really can't do that. I mean, I'm about 45 minutes away from like the nearest town to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's really not a viable solution for me. So I go into the more micro scrapping spectrum. So it's kind of a micro niche.
Yeah.
And because I'm putting out a lot of those types of videos, the channel's it's growing, but it's growing at a very infinitesimal rate.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, since because I've noticed you've been putting videos out a bit more regularly than you are for a while, because you were taking a break because there was other issues going on, so there was other things going on. But I was just wondering, I noticed you've been putting a few like repair videos out and scrapping videos out more regularly. I was just wondering.
I mean, they're getting views. I'm getting like usually a couple of hundred views. The last one did pretty well. Did like over 800 for some reason. So I'm looking at the analytics on that, trying to duplicate them for future videos. But I'm trying to add element of comedy into it. Like I'm leaving in a lot of bloopers, if you will. Just to kind of break it up. So they're not there just for the micro scrapping. You're there kind of for the humor and the personality too.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just wondering how it was going for you. On us with the channel. And what about your live channel? How are you finding that?
Yeah, that's not growing. In fact, I'm losing subscribers.
Okay.
No,
Well, I'm actually surprised. I haven't put up anything in over a month, but I've gained about 30 subscribers in the last month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Again, I get spurts and stuff of I might get. I'm averaging a month at the moment. I think about 30 to 40 subscribers a month at the moment, but in some months I might only get 10 subscribers. I'll be back down to 10. It's just something, and that again, I'm not too bothered either way. But it's just wondering. I see like Shark, he averages. I think you get about 300 a month extra on average, maybe subscribers at the moment. Shark.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
But Shark, you upload. See, uploading, the frequency of upload is key too. Like I can only upload maybe once a week if I'm lucky. What do you do? 2 or 3?
Right now it's 3, but I'm going to go in April. I'm going back down to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do 2 a month at the moment. I just do 2 videos a month, and I do 4 lives a month. That's what mine is, because I do a live every week, and then every second week I do a video. So that's all I do at the moment. And Ralph is more whenever he feels like it.
Whenever something's done, which is about once every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Or when I get a package from Ian Matthews.
And Park is once a week, I think, at the moment.
Once a week at the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm consistent, and it's sustainable for me.
Yeah.
So I'm having trouble with my street scrapping videos because the FBI has restricted how far away from the house my ankle bracelet will let me go. So that's really crimping my style now.
Leave the ankle bracelet at home.
Wrap it in foil.
Your leg is detachable, right?
That's a better board.
That's a nice board.
Yeah, hold on now a second. Hold that there for a second till we get a right look at that board. Oh yeah, that's out of a router, is it, or a modem?
No, this is out of a like a company office phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, doesn't do VoIP.
Yeah, that's not a bad board.
Much
Did you
better than
know?
that remote you had?
Hold on. Did you know? Because I have a specific bucket for those. Did you know that the metal around the telephone connectors or Ethernet ports, this stuff, is in most cases is brass.
Oh.
So I collect that stuff specifically. I get a lot of those, and I always check first with a magnet, and then with a file. Even the single ones on some devices. If you put a file to the corner and it turns yellowish, sometimes you can even see by the folds on the side of the metal that it's actually yellow, and some of them are all plated copper. So I'm keeping the brass ones separate. I'm going to be melting a UTP port ingot, brass ingot out of this when this just fills up.
Romantic, welcome in. Sorry,
just for the hell of it.
Didn't see you come
Hey,
in.
Romantic.
I quit posting, but every 2 weeks or so, and subs go up. I'll stick with Facebook. Yeah, you're really doing well on the Facebook side of things. Romantic. He's doing a lot. The amount of views he gets on Facebook is huge.
It's amazing.
I see there. What's got put up there? Abileski, is it? I'm terrible at pronouncing this guy's name.
Yeah,
I was thinking about the platinum price is going up.
Palladium.
Our palladium price is going up. But again, most of the backstreet scrappers it don't really get the palladium out. It's a hard metal to get out, and it's quite dangerous to get out. So I don't, at the moment, I don't bother with it, but again, it's something I will look at in the future of trying to get out. I
collect the MLCCs, but that's about it.
Yeah, I collect them up, but I haven't done anything with them. It's something I look at in the future.
How do you sell it?
Well, again, I think if anyone that buys the gold, like the jewelry shops or stuff like that buy your gold, will buy the palladium if it's pure.
Yeah, jewelry shops also use palladium sometimes.
Yeah, for making rings and stuff like that.
For welding, I think they use it.
Is it? You can get a palladium ring, can't you, as well?
I had a conversation with a jewelry shop about different metals that because of the scrapping that I do, and they said, yeah, palladium. We also use that sometimes for welding silver jewelry.
Okay.
Well, apparently that's what they use it for. I didn't know.
I had a jeweler that I was talking to, and he was saying that he doesn't mind buying it from folks, but the challenge for him then becomes when he has to tinker with the composition of the alloy to get it just right.
Yeah.
He said, it doesn't matter what somebody brings it in and tells me it is. It's never what it really is.
Yeah. It's always going to be a bit some impurities in it. You're never going to, unless you have a big industrial setup, you're never going to get it pure enough.
Yeah. And he said he'd much rather they just bring him in, an old piece of jewelry that's stamped.
Yeah.
Because then, he can test that, and if the test matches the stamp, then he's pretty comfortable. Yep, that's 22 karat or 18 karat or whatever he comes up with. So.
Yeah.
What'd you do, man?
I just dumped all the buttons on
the keyboard off.
Dumped all the buttons on the keyboard off.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Whoops. Darn
You'll be stepping on those things for a week now.
That's the downside of micro scrapping. It's all in plastic bits you have to get rid of.
Yeah.
Oh, holy scrap!
All right.
I don't mind taking apart normal fans, but these things are annoying. I take the middle part out so that I get basically this thing. The motor part, so I can toss that in with my copper motors. They don't want all this plastic around it. I think if I turn it in like this, I get 40 cents a kilogram, and if I turn it in as motors, I get 75 cents, so almost twice as much. but I have to get rid of all the plastics.
Plastic, yeah.
But I do get a little bit of wire from it as well, which then goes for €4 a kilogram. But yeah,
the yard that I've been taking my motors to, they're pretty flexible with those kind of fans. As long as I bust it in half, you know, they're like, yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, well, that's pretty good.
So it's not fully plastic.
Yeah, you can quite easily take these apart. If you snip a bit in the sides here, you break the little thing, and then you take one side off. That's pretty easy, but getting the rest out is annoying.
Janet, wrong screwdriver. Where are they? They are so annoying.
I get a lot of those in the boards I get out of induction cookers from work, induction hob circuit boards. But they do come with very nice big extruded aluminium and a lot of big MOSFETs, which have
and relays. Do you get relays as well in there?
Yeah, relays. There's a lot of relays on there, and there's a lot of those not like this, but bigger copper spools on there. And sometimes they're not completely lacquered in, so they're pretty easy to take apart.
I took apart some old power supplies in some PCs today, and there was some nice. Let me see, I have some here. So you can see
check out what
some nice chunky copper bits in there.
Fun had to say. I agree with him.
What did he say? Smash it with a hammer.
Smash it with a hammer, yeah.
Yeah. But this
unfortunately,
power board.
Oh yeah, that's from a PC power supply.
Yeah, PC power supply. Yeah.
I stopped taking those apart.
I still take them apart. I take off the transformers and.
I had 150 of them. I didn't feel like taking them apart.
Yeah. Well, my new plan is to take them apart when I get to about 5 or 6 at a time, instead of letting them build up to 100 and something.
Yeah. I would smash everything with a hammer and use an angle grinder and stuff, but this is my apartment, and there's other people in this building, which I usually don't really care about, but when it's close to midnight on a Sunday, people might complain.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to know about them power supply boards, if they're worth scrapping out, Shark has a good video up there where he compares taking them and selling them as they are and scrapping them out, and you've seen that it's not economically viable to do.
Well,
Okay,
there's a big difference in the type of boards that are in there, in the type of power supplies you get as well.
Yeah, all I've ever got is in low grade boards in them. I've never got anything really good in them.
Yeah, but some have a lot of aluminium heat sinks, and others have very little, and some have a lot of copper in it, and others have very little. So
yeah, the aluminium builds up fairly easy on them. It's easy enough to pull the aluminium off, take the MOSFETs off as well. There'll be MOSFETs usually on the back of it, and you'll get a nice collection of MOSFETs built up.
I got a pretty big pile of MOSFETs now. I just need to separate out the ones that don't have any metal in them, because I also kept the completely plastic ones. I've got a rather big box of MOSFETs there. This is quite some weight. I'm going to fill up a crucible of these and see how much copper I can get out of these.
That's a lot of MOSFETs. Yeah, there'd be nice weight in that.
Yeah, it's the ones that have the big. It's that have the big copper plates in them. Some are really shiny, but they don't really stick out, and others have this bit that sticks out, what they used to screw to the sink. And then there's also some that have more than. Where are they?
You know, I keep looking for MOSFETs, and all I come up with are roots. All the moss that I find, it just has roots. None of them have feet.
Oh, Shark, you're definitely getting the basement soon. Any more bad jokes and you're gone.
Yeah, this one, for instance, this is completely plastic, but I'm not sure if there's actually any copper in there. And then you also get these ones, which are actually ICs because they have more than 3 legs, but they also have a rather big copper plate. You can even see that it's copper on the side.
Yeah.
So some people say that there's golden bonding wires in there. There's a chance of golden bonding wires, but the amount of copper you're gonna get out there far outweighs the
value.
Yeah. So get the copper out and go for the easy stuff.
Yeah, go for the copper.
And then I get a lot of these as well. 4 legs and no visible metal in the things itself. And they are all,
as well,
yeah, they're also like switches or bridges or what you might call them. They're quite heavy, so there might actually be some metal in there. So I'm gonna have to see about those.
Put them in the freezer and take them out and hit them with a hammer and see what happens.
No, I just open each one of each to see what's in there, and if there's not much in them, then I'll take them out and just dump the rest in a crucible and set it to copper melting point and see what happens.
See what comes out.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting video, I guess.
Hey, Bob, those things make terrible hula hoops.
Thanks for the advice, buddy.
Hula hoop.
You fill up at least 1 5-gallon bucket per week with like all of the screws and stuff that you get out of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I measure mine in mailbox loads.
Well, that's right. You put them in the mailboxes.
I fill up these little tubs with screws and little steel bits, and as soon as I have one that's completely full, I start on the next, and if I have like a couple, then whenever I take a microwave apart, I fill the carcass with all the screws and just turn that in.
You get a nice bit of weight in the microwave full of screws.
Yeah. I think I turned in over 800 kilograms of steel in my steel runs. So it's pretty good.
I've had.
Hi, Kevin Sturges. What I plan to do with my steel is I'm going to give my steel to Pop Scrap because he's been collecting electronic boards for me. So I'm going to give him my steel and you can have all the shreds that I've collected up. I'm going to give him all that. So that he's going to give me some electronic boards and stuff that he's been keeping.
He lives close to you, right?
He lives about a 30-minute drive from me.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. You know, so I hope to, when the weather improves, I'll get him to come up here and we'll get rid of all the steel. I've all the computer cases kept for him. I've all the hard, not the hard, but the what else have I got there? When I took away when I take apart the CD drives and I take the boards out, he's all the steel from that. I kept all that for him. I even have some lead kept from him that I got. So I'll give him all that stuff, and I'll keep the copper and the other bits aside. Maybe I might be able to come to a deal with him on it eventually.
Well,
wow, there's actually glass on this monitor.
Yeah.
There's what?
Actual glass. It's not plastic.
Oh, it's not plastic.
Yeah.
So I have to admit that when I'm on a roll of scrapping and I have something that there's still some screws left in it or something like that, and I chuck it into the rubbish bin and I stop and say to myself, "Oh, Bob would be so disappointed in me."
Hey, William. Sorry, I didn't say hi to William coming in there as well. Sorry, William.
I'm gonna have to go get those screws out. We cannot let any metal left behind.
Who else does
no metal left
behind?
No
metal left behind.
No screw gets left behind. Do you know who I'm going to miss on YouTube that said he's going giving it up? Is Moose Scrapper.
Yes.
Yeah. But he's been on YouTube like a long time doing videos, so I suppose if he has to make a choice if he's going to carry on or does it affect in his work? And as he was saying, he's not getting enough stuff to make it to do channel stuff. He doesn't think, but again, I think he should just don't worry about that. I think he should just carry on, and if people still watch, it doesn't matter if they've already watched him scrap out a server before. It's more people that have got used to him.
Keep it as a hobby, as a side hobby. Just put up a video every month, whatever.
Yeah. I don't think he should give it up fully. But again, that's his choice.
Sustainable.
Yeah. But no, it's his choice again at the end of the day what he wants to do. But if I was him, I'd keep going at it. Again, as you said, Ralph, he doesn't have to put a video out every week or every 2 weeks. You can put one out every 2 months or one out every 3 months.
It's what I do.
No, people definitely like his personality. I gotta reach out, and I mean, he's about 2 hours from me, a little over 2 hours from me.
Yeah.
I gotta reach out to him, get together with him at some point.
Yeah. You know, because
maybe I could talk him back into that, like you said.
Yeah, because people, he was one of the first people that got me into scrapping. Like, and again, there's always new people wanting to get into scrapping, and they come across his channel, and you know, and then if he's gone from YouTube altogether, you know, I think it'd be a shame.
Yeah, I remember watching some of his videos. He'd be down in the basement of his apartment, and his wife at the time would come down the stairs, and he'd say, "Hey, you want to be in the video?" And you'd hear the feet going right back up the stairs again.
Yeah. So, but again, other things come into life, and again, you can't force anyone. Just because you'd like to see them still being there doesn't mean they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, and Sollers brings up a good point that when he hurt his back, you know, that kind of really made it hard, because let's face it, even the lightest scrap can be hard on you if you got a bad.
Yeah, if you have an injury of sorts.
Yeah.
He has lost a considerable amount of weight.
Yeah, good.
I'm back,
I didn't notice that specifically.
With a final comment: Moose goes, I go. That's it all.
Oh man, now this is a really hard decision for us now.
Yeah.
Now, Shark, come on. Moose was one of the scrappers that inspired. Yeah, I think Moose and he was would have been one of the first scrappers that I think most of the people that are scrapping now would have got them into the scrapping sort of thing.
Yeah,
US Ben was actually the first I found.
Yep. Those were the two titans back in the day that got me to start my channel.
Well, there's still the titans out there. Still the big bucks in YouTube. There's no one bigger than them number wise. So they're still the godfathers of the scrap world.
Yeah, godfathers of the scrap world.
They're the dons. Like, if you get permission off them to do anything, you'll have to.
Especially Moose, he's a little don.
Yeah, if you're going to do anything, you have to get permission off the dons there first.
Nice little power board.
I literally remember at 2 houses ago, being up in my office with boards in front of me, the TV going, watching Moose or Ben, you know, and having a board similar to what they were scrapping and going, okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Stop, rewind. Oh, okay, that's this one here. And
oh, Mike is saying he's thinking about giving up YouTube as well. Stay tuned. Oh, Mike, don't give up YouTube.
Well, he has been saying that for about a year or two now. So.
Yeah, but I like Mike. I like Mike's way of doing things and Mike's attitude to life in general. He's
honest.
You either take it or leave it with him. There's no in between with Mike, and there's no BS to it and stuff like that.
No, he tells you exactly the way it is. And
yeah. Which is
and there's no malice intended when he.
No, and there's no fakery to him.
Yeah.
He is what he is.
Right,
you know?
right.
There's no fakery to him. He's the real Mike.
But it don't deep down. It don't mean it.
No, he enjoys a bit of banter, as we say.
Yeah.
A bit of banter.
Still finding numbers from the phone.
It's F you and all that, but it don't really mean it. It's just like you said, it's banter.
Oh, Ro is trying to get him to come to the dark side of Facebook.
But do you get paid on Facebook? Do you have some type of monetization on there?
You do, yeah, but you need bigger
Use
bigger
the force.
numbers before you get monetized.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Use the force, Luke.
I think it was last week. Was it Ro said the numbers? I think it was up at the start of the the live chat, and he was telling me about. I was asking him about what you need to get monetized on Facebook, and the watch hours were bigger. I think you needed more watch hours before you could, and more followers before you could get monetized on it. That isn't a problem for Ro. He's flying it up there.
He's been rocking
I just
it
don't.
lately.
I just don't like Facebook that much.
I don't bother with F-bomb.
Again, if I was doing scrapping as a full-time job or something like that, and then I might look at putting a Facebook, putting more into Facebook. But because it's only a hobby, YouTube is grand for my hobby. I'm happy enough with YouTube as a hobby. Scrapping together, welcome in. How do? Good to see you.
Hi, Bill.
Scrapping together. How's it going?
What's up, Bill?
There's an
just to give
MLCC
you all,
on this thing.
Hold on, we'll have to highlight this. Just to give you all a quick update, I have some health issues that are limiting my abilities of late. I am going to try and get a couple of major ones resolved. I'll keep you updated. Well, Mike, we wish you all the best with your health, because again,
Yes.
as I say, your health is your wealth. As long as you have your health, you're okay. You can anything else you can do afterwards. But if you need anything sorted out in your health problems, get them sorted out first.
If you need anything, Mike, reach out to me, bro.
You know, well, that's a good thing. Again, as you said, they reach out. That's what I find good about this community. Everyone is is there for each other, and if someone needs to talk to someone, they can just send an email to someone, and there's no issue. People will get back, and there's always people there to talk to about anything, which is good. Which I find, and there's no real drama in our community. I don't ever see any real bitching going on between different channels or anything like that. It's more each channel kind of each any scrapping channel I've been on, they've been promoting other scrapping channels when they've been on. So that just shows how they all group together. It's not all about just my channel, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I agree, Bob. If Mike needs anything, he should call you.
Yeah. There's not much I can do from over here, so call Bob.
Yeah.
I'm singling you out now.
Yes, love you too, Mike.
Love you all, especially Ralph.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell us about you and Mike that's going on between you and Mike, Ralph?
No.
Yeah, no.
Why did it just get really silent in this panel?
There was being at my phone.
Talk about
What was
YouTube.
that?
Like last May, I think it was, I kind of took a break from YouTube for a couple of weeks there, and I wasn't sure whether I'd carry it on or whatever. And then once I decided to go every 2 weeks and stuff like that, and once my lives went on to the Sunday, I find it more enjoyable now, because when I was doing my lives on a Monday and I was trying to get a video out every week, I didn't have time to do other things, and it was just like,
it's not sustainable for you, is it?
yeah, well, especially if you're working.
Is a level you can sustain.
Yeah, well, I'd say I'm gone in the mornings. I set my alarm for 6:30 in the morning. I'm gone to work then, and I'm not back till maybe 7:30, 7 o'clock in the evenings. So to try and do videos for YouTube, especially, and make sure that I'm on everything, it was kind of getting on top of me, and I was beginning to dislike YouTube a bit. So the break done me well, and
yeah, you mentioned
change things around. I'm happier now doing YouTube. I look forward to doing my Sunday lives and chatting to all you guys. And I just said I'm way ahead on my videos now, because if I'm only putting them out every 2 weeks, if I have a couple of days together, I can put a few videos together, and that gives me 6 weeks of videos.
Yeah, you'd have been ready for YouTube burnout.
Yeah. So I find
it's a very real thing, and it's very easy to get burnt out, and it's very hard to get yourself back to a point where you want to do it again, if you ever want to do it again.
Yeah, and again, if the numbers aren't going the way you think they should be going, it can get you down as well, and stuff like that, and it all kind of builds up to it where you just begin to dislike YouTube or whatever. But
well, that's why I took 4 weeks off to clean up my life, literally.
Clean up my life.
Yeah.
Hey, Simple Man, how are you doing? Nice
Simple
day
Man.
on your copper, Simple Man. You're making us all jealous with your copper scrapyard run.
Was it £2,000? Just over €2,000.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing was that if you ever really started feeling really bad or depressed, all you had to do was come up on an E-Waste Mike live stream. And, he was just so loving and caring, and he would just cheer everybody.
There's nothing
Ian,
quite
can I
like
type
getting an FU from E-Waste Mike to make you feel better.
Well, hey, in all fairness, one thing I have to say about E-Waste Mike, if there was ever anyone in trouble, same as you, Bob, if there's ever anyone in trouble, there was always you guys getting GoFundMe's together for people and stuff like that, which was I've seen where people had a bit of issues, and yourself and Mike got GoFundMe's going for different people to help them out, which is another good thing that I've noticed. And Mike was very good at that, especially when it was Garrett Granny was in that trouble as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Crazy Ann, good to see you.
Crazy Ann.
Crazy Ann.
Oh no, where's Finance in the house?
There's one hidden screw that won't come out, so I'm going to just break them out. Damn you.
There's always at
There you
least one that wants to mess with you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
I had
he
the
messed
same
all he wants
thing.
now. He's gone.
Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun. I had the same thing. Burned out on life, and these 4 weeks I took off to clean up my life kind of helped. Kind of. I have to work again tomorrow, first day after 4 weeks off. So that's probably when I'm driving off to the first customer. Oh, here's a bridge. Let's drive off.
It's not that bad, is it?
That's how most Mondays start for me. But by the time I had my first coffee at the first customer, at the first job, then I'm usually okay.
That's why I don't work
You
Mondays.
trim a man the exact moment you wake up determines how you're going to feel the rest of your day.
Well, that's why I don't work Mondays, so then I don't get that Monday feeling.
You get the Monday feeling on Tuesdays.
On Tuesday. Instead, I get the Monday feeling on a Tuesday.
So,
Yeah,
Ralph,
that's it.
you need to give us the contact number for your boss so we can tell him, hey, look, every Monday, make sure that Ralph's first visit or appointment is with a very attractive young lady.
Oh, that would help as well. or that might get me fired even quicker.
But at least you'd look forward to Mondays.
Yeah, a single woman.
Yeah. I
I
get my Monday feeling on a Tuesday.
Cougar. 50-something cougar.
Yeah, even the guys at work say it to me when I come in on a Tuesday. They know it's first thing in the morning. It takes me about 2 hours before I even speak to anyone.
Man, I don't talk to anybody when I'm at work.
Neither do I.
I'm not too bad. I'm here on my own.
Are you not back in the office yet, partner?
I was in office then. Once Delta variant, not Delta, but Omicron variant started kicking about back here. So I don't want to go back to the office. No.
I thought you'd be back in the office by now because over here,
I was, and then
most people are back in the
here
office here in
briefly,
Ireland.
but I don't feel like I belong.
I don't feel like I belong.
Honestly, I don't. I feel like an outsider. I do.
The weird thing here is the masks are all gone now in Ireland, and you're meeting people that you wouldn't have seen without a mask on for the last 2 years, and you hear they go, "Oh, how are things?" And you hear, "Oh, now I know who you are."
Yeah. The one of the gals that is the cashier at one of the scrap yards, she didn't realize I had grown a beard.
Looking at you when you come in. Who's this weirdo? Goddamn screws.
Well, the rest of them are a bit unnecessary. No need for lockdowns. No need for masks. No need for distancing.
I'm going to buy a new
Yeah,
torque
they
head
got rid of
screwdriver.
everything here as well.
A new torque wrench set.
Yeah. Some
A
of these
set?
now are just, set.
How many torque wrenches do you need?
Well, you see, there's both in these little hard drives. There could be 3 different size screws, and one of these ones now is kind of wore. So I just bought a set of 5 in a pack, so the 5 different sizes will be in it.
Torque wrench is a ratchet and
No,
is a
these
ratchet
don't.
and
Torque screw heads.
the torque wrench. That's different to a
Torque
torque
bits.
screw. Yeah. Oh, you got small enough. You probably like need a T10 or less.
This is tiny. This one, T whatever.
Well, I can't remember where I got this one. I got this one. Yeah, I got this one in Lidl.
Oh yeah,
Jeez, the fire almost
actually,
went out.
Now
No,
that
so-
I see that, I bought one of them sets and I left it somewhere. I don't know where I left it.
Yeah, I got this from
Now that I
Lidl.
see
It goes down to T10 or little bit.
So I don't need to actually buy it. It's somewhere in the house. I have to go looking tomorrow for that set now.
Well, you're not going to find it until after you buy a new one.
Yeah, I know. It's just when he held up that, I go, hold on a second, I have one of them sets.
Yeah, it goes down from T10 to T4.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that on your workbench in your shed before you.
I have a
loaded it up.
T22 T4.
Possibly. But tomorrow's a good day, so it's promised good. So I'll be getting a lot of stuff out of the shed and bringing it outside and scrapping it and smashing it and breaking it with hammers. So I should get a lot of the shed stuff clear tomorrow. I've got a good bit done now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So the problem is I have another pickup to do at some stage because I was talking to another guy who's a rake of stuff for me, but I don't want to pick it up yet until I clear this mess I have before I add to it. Because again, it's a hobby, not a business, so I'm not too bothered about picking it up straight away. Because if it was a business, I'd want to pick it up and keep them happy. But because it's a hobby, and he's not too bothered when I pick it up or don't pick it up, so again, it's not in his way really where he's stored. So doesn't, and no panic on picking it up.
So, you know, Irish, what you were talking about there with how you wear out some of those torques.
Yeah.
You know, hard drives can be kind of hard on torque wrenches sometimes.
Yeah, some of them are very tight on the plastics.
Yeah, they'll shear off, and I've always
You have to
wondered
make
when-
sure you get the right size and don't put too much pressure on it. Just be very gentle. Takes a bit more time, especially don't put it in a electric screwdriver. Just try to do it by hand and go until you hear that click, and that click is either the screw loosening or your bit breaking.
Man, I put mine right in my driver, and it's just.
Oh no, that
I
wears them
got-
down too
I
quick.
don't have time to be babying these things around. But I've wondered if
time for that.
I wonder if there's a standard for when you shear them off from one size. What size do they go down?
Is Everyday Solars off? Oh shit. Take it easy, Everyday Solars. Have a good night. I'm about to finish up in 7 minutes anyhow. I'll have done my 3 hours. So
Later on every day. Take
thanks
care.
for being in. Appreciate it. And happy birthday to your
Bye,
son,
Solars.
if someone was saying.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the sun. Romantic is also leaving.
Is Romantic on as well? He is?
Yeah.
Oh, Romantic, thanks a lot for dropping in. Take it easy.
Later,
Enjoy the rest of your day because you're in Texas, so it's still a lot of your day left.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the time zone shift today.
Oh, you have
Well,
the daylight
2
savings.
weeks,
We have that in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we have it in 2 weeks over here. Oh, so what time is it over there now?
6:53.
Okay.
Yeah, there's now only
18:53.
5-hour difference here, and
Oh,
for you,
for you, Ralph, yeah.
for you it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, where it used to be 5.
I used
But
to
what's
remember
neat
this.
is, you know,
What do
anymore
you do with
these
that
days,
extra hour?
our devices are so connected that you don't even have to worry about changing your clocks anymore because they just
No, it's
change
done
Right.
themselves.
Yeah, just automatically.
The
I
only
used to
ones that
remember,
don't change themselves are the microwave and the oven. So I still have to go in the kitchen and change the timers on everything in the kitchen.
Hey, my car radio doesn't update itself for some reason, and so since the time change, I never change it. So I just wait till this time of year and it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered changing it for the 6 months or whatever difference it is. I just go, no, I leave it. I don't get into my car to go, you're late for work, or I don't get in, what time is it? I go, about whatever, 9 or whatever. They go, how come it says 10 on your thing? I go, I just don't change it. I just leave it. That's it. Couldn't be bothered. It'll be right once a year.
So
I'll
you're
be
either
right
late
six
for work or
months
early
later.
for work, but it all
What
balances
do you not
out.
say about a broken clock?
Yeah, it's
It
right,
goes right twice a day.
twice a day.
What you said about somebody's clocks who given away on.
Although we used
on
to
the
have, we actually had 24-hour clocks in a lot of our Navy commands. So they would only be right once a day when they were broken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did a 24-hour
Oh
clock.
yeah, 24-hour clock in military.
And tell me this, Shark, is it like what you see in the movies where they'll have about 5 or 6 different clocks up and they'll be like UK time and time in Japan and time in wherever? Did you have them?
Oh yeah, when I was at the when I was at some of our major centers, command centers, yeah, you'd have the time zone clocks, wrapped around the wall so that you could always really very quickly. You didn't have to do the math; you could just look
and see what time it was. Okay, I was just wondering, was that done?
I
for the
used to have
movies
one
or
of those that had 5 little clocks, and you can set each to a time, and then you can have a little number or a letter board that you could set, like either New York or Amsterdam or Tokyo or whatever. You could put like 5 different time zones in there if you wanted.
Yeah.
What would really mess you up, though, in your mind was that everything was GMT. So that was your reference standard. So all of your message traffic, all of your signals, everything was referenced to GMT. So you were constantly having to think in GMT as well as your local time zone.
Oh. So that would kind of mess with your head, wouldn't it? Right, but I'm going to go for the last 3 minutes. I'll go around the panel and ask everyone what their plan is for the week as normal, because we're coming near the end. So, Shark, what's your story this week?
Oh, Monday is going to be fun. We've got something very unusual on Monday.
Okay.
And then Wednesday will be another computer scrap, and Friday will be a street scrap.
Okay. And can you give us any hint what Monday's going to be about?
No.
Okay. I thought I'd try and see what you just come up with. Okay, so that's what Shark is up to. So, Parknet, what are you up to for the week?
It's another Beetle video on Friday.
Okay.
And it's repairing the door mirror.
Okay. So if you're into your cars, guys, have a look at Parknest for your car repair stuff. Ralph, what's your plan?
I'm gonna start work again tomorrow, so probably not gonna get that much done. But I did start filming and tinkering with tin recovery from circuit boards and electronics and plumbing and whatnot, just to see how much I can get out of just using a heat gun on the circuit board and then shaking the board and see how much tin falls off and try to turn that into a little ingot.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
I'm not sure if that is going to be done anytime soon, but that will probably be my next metal casting scrapping-ish video.
Okay. And tell me this: the tin on or the solder on the boards, is most of it tin that's on pure tin? Or
Most of it will be. If you get older solder on older boards, there might be a percentage of lead in there. But if you want pure tin, then you're basically better off just buying lead-free solder. If you specifically want it that way, but I guess getting it from old boards. Some boards have quite big blobs on there, and sometimes certain connections have like a big blob on there, which I then cut off and put in a pot. So it is a way of getting a decent amount of tin relatively easily from electronics. So
Okay, cool enough.
might be interesting. I'm not sure.
We'll just have to check it out. Bob,
Yeah.
what's your story for the week?
I'm going to be filming a video on micro scrapping a laptop dock. And I'm also going to be trying to clean up the garage. I got to dig out the motorcycle and get that ready to be sold because I'm putting the money toward buying a new truck so I can scrap more. Yeah,
There you go. All right, man.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Gonna
That's
upgrade
good.
from an SUV to a truck.
That's cool. So
And he's going to be cleaning up keys from a keyboard.
yeah, it's all over his room.
I'm gonna be looking for those too.
Okay, well, I have no video out this week because I put one out last Thursday. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I will be live hopefully next Sunday as well. I may pop up on Thursday with a little live. I might go to a little St. Patrick's Day parade and I might just stream a bit of live from there. I mightn't, because I might just go drinking instead.
Go drinking.
Go drinking.
So if not, I will see you all next Sunday again, hopefully. Have I anything else? No. Just to make sure you hit the like, guys. If you haven't already hit the like, please do. If anyone wants to put it, is there anyone out there we should raid before we go, or is there?
Oh, I haven't even checked.
Because all I see is Scrap Dog is live on my side, but I've already raided him a few times, so I'm not going to bother raiding him tonight. But if anyone else sees anyone live that we should raid, let me know. And we can put their link in and raid them before we finish up.
I don't
If not,
see many
we'll just say
people live
good night.
on my end. Let me quickly answer scrapping, hoarding, tinkering fun. If you use a heat gun on circuit boards, there is quite a smell that comes off that, and some components might actually catch fire and burn. As long as you heat the bottom of the board, it's not that bad. But I always try to do it outside, and I usually have a mask on. So.
Oh, I see. Well, Electronic Scrappers go making distilled water. I have to do that this week as well because now that I'm getting my shed cleared out, I'll be doing more gold recovery videos and more gold recovery stuff coming up, but you probably won't see them videos soon.
So
Even though I'm doing the gold recovery videos probably in the next couple of weeks, you probably won't see them till maybe June, July, August, September time because of my way I've done my videos already. So I need to do some distilled water myself this week actually, now that I see that put in there. And I do put it into a 5-gallon drum, and I have it then for keep me going for a while. So there's no one live, obviously, and we're not going to raid anyone. So again, thank you all for being in. Again, amazing group of people up in the panel and everyone in the chat. Really appreciate it. And anyone that was up and has already left, thanks a lot for being in. And the last words, as always, goes to Ralph.
Scrap you all later.
Bye-bye.
Have a scrap happy day.